This is tasty. Yeah.
What is it? Huh?
It's a surprise. Pickle surprise. Pickle surprise. Take an English muffin. Spread sandwich spread. Plop the ham thusly, please. Ham? Did I say ham? Repeat my mantra. Ham. 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 Pickle surprise!
Honey casserole. Oh, Mary,
Where's the pickle? That's the surprise! Pickle surprise!
It's yours?
No,
My mother said she found it in your closet.
I don't know. One of the guys must have...
Must have what?
Look, Dad, it's
Where
not...
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Woo! Good morning, my friends. It's great to see you guys. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna go over the rest of this opposition motion, this countersuit motion. Can't even say that shit with a straight face. It's very funny to me. This whole thing is great. But
oh, here we go. Yes.
I think we got a super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat. Super cat. Super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat.
How dare you?
Sarah, be creative. Thank you so much. I'm sorry to Cherry and Will. I have lots of love for you two and to you all. Yeah. I'm putting you out there. So if you all remember the last time I opened the phone lines, Sarah Be Creative called in and was like, Cherry blocked me, blah, 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 blah. But nobody blocked her. Nobody blocked anybody. And then I got in trouble with Cherry simply for asking her about it. And then she got mad at me and accused me of accusing her. And I was like, I'm just asking. So you caused all kinds of problems, Sarah Be Creative. But this is dope. I don't care about the $10. I'm grateful for it. I'm just saying it's not necessary. It was very kind of you to say you're sorry, and I appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, 91 pages is totally Grant Smith Ellis, bro. Like, just come on. Just come on. Stop it. So yeah, this is annoying, bro. I'm not even trying to lie. Like, I spend all this time talking about Bob Alessi is the dopest person alive. I give this man the like, I mean, it's not even creative. It's just he's the dopest dude alive. And he turns around and labels me El Jafel, bro. What kind of shit is that? That is some bullshit. That is some bullshit. I fucking talk this dude up and I'm like, the dopest human being alive, dopest man ever, blah, blah, blah. Been saying this shit for months and months and months. And then this dude gets on my channel, first time ever, and he's like, El Jafel. Yes, I understand that El Jefe is in Spanish and you are El Jefe. You're the boss. El Jafel. And I'm like, fuck, man. But it's fine. It's fine. I'll wear it. It's cool. It's cool, Bob. It's cool. I mean, I still love you, though, bro. I still love you, even though, you know.
What could be more egregious? What could be more misleading than that? And what could be more important?
That's what I'm saying, Bob. That's what I'm saying. What could be more egregious, Bob? So, yeah, I was confused too, bro. I was like, what in the fuck is going on, man? I don't know what you're saying. El Jafel, what are you saying? And then this man doubles down on the dopest human being alive and starts talking about he's doing underground fight clubs, cockfighting in his 50s. In his 50s. Insane. He's like, I only quit because my family. What, dude? You quit because you're old, bro. Don't do that shit. Oh, man. So before I get into this, I don't even know what to call it, man. This fake victim bullshit. Before I even get into it, I'm going through YouTube yesterday and I find this one thing here. Wait a second. No, I'm not gonna do the song. I'm not gonna do it. Norman Corey, thank you so much. El Jefe, you did an incredible job with the Fund for Felons fundraiser. Fund for Felons fundraiser. Hashtag Dream Stream. That's what that is to be known as from now on, people. Thank you so much. Norman Corey, appreciate it. Now, somebody sent me a message, and I'm calling bullshit. Somebody sent me a message saying that Tim Pool mentioned me or featured me or something like that. Now, I'm not, I don't know much about Tim Pool. I know he's like a big conservative commentator or whatever. I'm neither right or left. So I don't know. I don't really watch Tim Pool. I mean, I know who he is, but I haven't really, and I don't have an opinion of him one way or another. But somebody said that homeboy shouted me out or something. I know people are like, Tim Pool, ew. And I don't know, man. I'm not going to shit talk Tim Pool. I don't know nothing about him. But and Billy Bush right now is live with Jane Lynch. I just saw that as I was going live. I was like, oh shit. Jane Lynch, if you don't know, is the manager of Smart Tech in 40-year-old version, who was talking about smoking a whole bunch of weed and watching Gandhi, which is actually a great movie to watch when you're smoking a whole bunch of weed. It's actually great. Excellent biopic. Probably one of the best, if not the best of all time. Epic. It's like 3.5 hours. Great movie, but good. Now, I'm going through YouTube, and yeah, so if anybody sees that, let me know, clip it, post it on Twitter, tag me. I want to know what he says. Anyway, yeah, he wears a beanie. Right. Yeah. Good dude, man. Like, or at least, I mean, I don't know if he's a good, I don't know. I I can't say, but it's nice for shouting me out if he did. Jeannie Lynn, you in the morning, like a good cup of coffee, something like that, and I'll give you the runs. So hell yeah. Thank you, Jeannie Lynn. Oh my God. Leah just sent me a very generous PayPal. Thank you so much, Leah. Free Turtle Boy. I love it. It's very nice. And I just found out that one of my favorite bands is playing near there the Sunday that I'm supposed to leave. And I think I'm probably going to stay an extra day because I don't want to miss this band. And I'm brainstorming here. But to be continued. But I need to really like start working on what I'm going to be doing at this thing. I need to spend some time preparing, but stuff keeps popping up. So I have to keep going live. It's crazy. Anyway, this popped up on my YouTube feed last night, late at night when I was scrolling. And look, before I get into that, remember I was talking about how my Conan shirt had faded, but it wasn't my Conan shirt. I don't know what shirt that was. I have no idea. But I still like the shirt, even though it's plain and whatever. But my Conan shirt is still intact, bro. And I'm really happy about that. My Conan the Barbarian shirt is still intact. Really excited about that. And yes, thank you guys, all of you guys. I just hit 48,000 subscribers yesterday, which is really awesome. A new milestone for the Glare. 48,000 subs, man. That's pretty crazy. Ain't nothing to shake a stick at, y'all. So I'm really grateful to you guys for that. Thank you. It means a lot. So yeah, I hope all you new subscribers enjoy the channel. Somebody was like commenting on Twitter talking about, oh my God, the Glare talking about women the way that he did yesterday, and the Glare are talking about smoking crack about 30 years ago. Oh my God, I can't handle that. I can't handle the idea of listening to somebody who survived something that nobody, the kind of self-destruction that almost nobody survives. And I can't process and listen to him clutching pearls. Like, dude, everybody here knows crack is whack. You know what I'm saying? But I fucking listen. I promised always to be honest with you guys. And it's never steered me the wrong way by doing that, you know? And it also weeds out cunts like that. So it just is what it is. Yes. I said cunts.
Shut your fucking mouth! No problem, John. Shut the fuck up, you cunt! Shut it!
Oi, cunt.
You're a little cunt.
Yes. Yes, I couldn't be clearer. And speaking of cunts, I don't have any I can't think of a better word to describe this man that I'm looking at right here other than a fucking cunt. Now, some of you were like, Will, stop it. Okay? Stop it. You're overusing the word cunt. I could not overuse the word cunt to describe this person. It can't be done. It cannot be done. For those of you who don't know, this is Chris Albert. He is a Canton selectman. He is the owner of D&E Pizza in Canton, and he is a fucking douchebag. He is a cunt. Now let's listen to why. This is the latest in Chris Albert's country.
Don't need fucking Channel 7 walking in here, bro.
Canton Police, Sergeant Anderson, recorded line.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Canton Police, Sergeant Anderson, recorded line. This is Chris Albert calling 911 or calling the Canton Police or whoever. There we go.
So I'm calling from D&E Pizza, 618 Washington Street, and I have two gentlemen in front of my store. I'm a witness against a guy, trial. He's got some felonies against me, and these two guys.
He's got 2 felonies against me. Hold on a second, real quick. I'm not sure who the name of this creator is, but here, give it a like because they did post this, and it's great that they posted this. I love this. So make sure to give this person a like and subscribe to them. Whoever they are, I forgot to look to see who it was, but I'm dropping the link in chat. Make sure to give this video a like.
They're in front of my son. Don't need fucking Channel 7 walking in here, bro.
Canton Police, Sergeant Anderson, recorded line.
Hey, how you doing, sir? So I'm calling from.
Let's break this down for a second. So
don't need fucking Channel 7 walking in here, bro. Don't need fucking Channel 7 walking in here, bro. Don't need fucking Channel 7 walking in here, bro. Don't need fucking Channel 7 walking in here, bro.
Why not? Because what's really funny is any business, especially an independently owned business, a small business, is going to welcome the publicity of a news station coming in to some degree. I mean, bad publicity is good publicity, but even still, you could twist it. You could say, hey, listen, oh, we don't worry about that stuff. He could play it off. He could be cool and be like, you know what? We don't worry about that stuff. If Channel 7 were to walk in and be like, hey, what do you have to say about the protesters outside? Well, you know, maybe they just don't like the food, but I can't imagine why, because we have the best chicken parm. Even though they say it's mediocre, it is the best in Canton and the best in Boston. I would have been right in front of that camera fucking spitting, dude. A fucking news station that walks into my small business, I'm going to be fucking taking the opportunity. I'm going to make lemonade out of lemons. And I'm going to fucking be like, yes, fucking Channel 7 could come in here. Hell yeah. Why doesn't Chris Albert want a news station walking into his restaurant? Is it dirty? Is he running a sweatshop? Is it a front for something else? I don't know. I can't imagine why a small business owner would find it to be troublesome that a news station might walk into his restaurant. I can't imagine any reason why, except for the reasons that I just named. Honestly. Like, is Jim Ferris running around with a dirty shirt? Does the whole place smell like parliaments because of Jim Ferris? Is that the case? I mean,
Canton Police Sergeant Anderson, recorded line.
So he was yelling at somebody working in the restaurant. So he's yelling at somebody because he doesn't realize he's on hold. He must have called 911, and then they connected him to the Canton Police Department. And he was like, "Hey, I don't need fucking Channel 7 walking in here, bro. I don't need Channel 7 walking in here, bro." Yeah, you do. You, of all people, need Channel 7 walking in there, bro. Like, if you want to save your business, you need Channel 7 walking in there, unless you don't really care or count on the sales of the product you legitimately, supposedly sell at said small business. If you actually want to sell that product, it would make sense that you would want Channel 7 to walk in. Like, the fact that you're freaking out about it says a lot. And I love that the 911 call caught it. I fucking love it. Meatball Morrissey, Sketty Sting, thank you so much. Looks like Big Bad Brian Albert never told Chrissy. That's Chrissy on the screen right there, by the way, that as soon as you call 911, the line begins recording, even before dispatch picks up, which is really funny because the guy's like, this is being recorded. This is being recorded.
Don't need fucking Channel 7 walking in here, bro.
Canton Police Sergeant Anderson, recorded line.
Sergeant Anderson, recorded line.
Hey, how you doing, sir? So I'm calling from D&E Pizza, 618 Washington Street, and I have two gentlemen in front of my store. I'm a witness against a guy, trial. He's got some felonies against me, and these two guys are in front of my store within inches of my front door, and I feel threatened. I feel scared. I feel intimidated by them. And one guy I've already pressed charges against before, and my customers, they won't even. And one guy I feel threatened. I feel scared. I feel in the store within inches of my front door, and I feel threatened. I feel scared.
He's not even in front of D&E. He's literally in front of CF McCarthy's. Now, this is clearly Mr. Rich Shifford, the Duck King. This is Rich Shifford. I'm not sure who this gentleman is over here, and I'm not sure who this person is behind.
Intimidated by that.
I'm not sure who this is right here. Kind of looks like Cheech, but I don't think that's Cheech. But clearly he's talking about Rich Schiffer, and I love that Rich Schiffer doesn't give any fucks. Okay, that's Eric Delgado. Okay. I love that Rich Schiffer gives zero fucks. He's like, his charges got dropped almost immediately. They did a 6-month investigation, a 6-month sting into the big rubber ducky caper of Canton, Massachusetts. And the big rubber ducky caper of Canton, Massachusetts. Rich Schiffer was the mastermind behind all of this. The Lex Luthor of ducks is Rich Schiffer. And so this guy is like, I feel scared. I feel intimidated. I don't know what to do. All my period blood got in the pizza sauce, and I can't sell this anymore. It was already mediocre. Now it's dangerous. I don't know what to do.
And one guy I've already pressed charges against before, and my customers, they won't even come in the door. A couple people tried to approach the door, and they left. I really need some help as a citizen of Canton.
Okay. I really need some help as a citizen of Canton. Oh, these folks over here. Oh my God. These folks, they're threatening me because they're saying that they love Canton. I'm a citizen of Canton, and I'm on the select board, and they're saying I love Canton. They got signs up that say I love Canton. What am I going to do? I need help. I need help.
All right, I'll send an officer down and check on it, okay?
All right, bye.
I wonder what came up about that. What ended up happening? So here comes the body cam footage. Here's the police report. I arrived at 618 Washington Street with Officer Antonelli and observed two individuals standing on the sidewalk directly outside of D&E Pizza. Bullshit. They were directly outside of CF McCarthy's, you douche. Both individuals were standing directly beside one another. The first individual later identified as Schiffer Richard. Oh my God, Ludmila? Thank you for the Venmo. Appreciate it. Was holding a sign that stated "Justice for Boston Police BPD officer John O'Keefe. Remove corruption. Restore Canton. Chris Albert resign now." Now, this is get out of Canton. The second individual was holding a sign that stated, I can't read that. It's cut off. But I mean, all of these right here, if you are a public servant and you're on the Canton Select board, you can absolutely picket. You can absolutely picket and say, the Constitution dictates this. You can absolutely picket and say, hey, I don't approve of this person. I want them to resign. You can absolutely protest their status in your community. Why can't you do that? It's completely un-American that this man would call the police on them. And what it screams is that this dude is a fucking cunt and he has something to hide. And he's weaponizing the Canton Police Department to try to charge Rich Schiffer again. Let's hear it one more time. Like, there's D&E, okay? Here's D&E. Here's CF McCarthy's. They are perfectly within their rights to stand in front of CF McCarthy's and hold those signs. Perfectly within their rights. And I promise you that if they had been arrested, we'd have known about it. Now, I want to see something here. Now, this is in June. Okay, June of, that's what the date on the body cam footage says. June 20th, it looks like. Yeah, June 20th, 2025. So it's not like this happened yesterday. But Rich Schiffer never got arrested again that I know of, that I can remember. But I feel scared and I feel intimidated. And I'm going to bring all my shoes and my glasses with me. It is Saul Rosenberg. These doctors, are they reputable? Oh. That always made me crack up in that skit where he's like, these doctors, are they reputable? Yes, they are. Oh. Turkey Boys is classic, bro. Let's listen to that one more time. Let's listen to Chris Albert being a cunt one more time. I can't get enough of it. I love this shit. I fucking love it.
Don't need fucking Channel 7 walking in here, bro.
Canton Police, Sergeant Anderson, recorded line.
Hey, how you doing, sir? So I'm calling from D&E Pizza, 618 Washington Street, and I have two gentlemen in front of my store. I'm a witness against a guy, trial. He's got 2 felonies against me, and these 2 guys are in front of my store within inches of my front door, and I feel threatened. I feel scared.
Now, the guy who has 2 felonies that he has did nothing different than what these gentlemen are doing, really. Like, really, he didn't do anything different. So it's very fascinating. Like, this is a guy that takes pride in the fact that he can weaponize the law against people. A very, very ridiculous and unconstitutional law.
Feel intimidated by them, and one guy I've already pressed charges against before, and my customers, they won't even come in the door. A couple people tried to approach the door, and they left. I really need some help as a citizen of Canton.
Okay, all right, I'll send an officer down and check on it, okay?
All right.
I really need some help as a cunt of Canton. Unreal, bro. Chris Albert is a cunt. Like, I think that Chris Albert is the biggest cunt of the entire Albert clan. Of all the McAlberts, I think Chris Albert is the biggest cunt out of everybody. I believe that wholeheartedly. All right, now we're gonna move on to this motion. And one of my wishes from yesterday is coming true, folks. You'll see what I mean, but somebody else is going to go over this soon. Now, Melanie Little's going over this at 4 p.m. this afternoon, which should be interesting. I look forward to that. But this is but yeah, one of my favorite people on the planet is going to go over this, and I'm really excited about it. Homie texted me and was like, "You got the PDF file, dog?" And I was like, "I got you, dog." Hell yeah. I'm stoked. So, oh, wait. Norman Corey, thank you so much, buddy. Chris had cameras. Where's the video of the customers turning away? Right. Yeah, good point. You would need customers with intention of buying their mediocre chicken parm in the first place for them to be able to turn away. Can't have turn away customers without customers to begin with. Nobody is eating D&E pizza, bro. Nobody's eating that shit. Nobody likes that shit. Nobody likes Chris Albert. They should just call it cunt pizza. I think they should call it just straight up, just fucking bloody twat pizza. That's it. Bloody twat pizza. Bloody twat pizza. Canton's the pride of Canton. Bloody twat pizza. Just change the name, bro. Like, that shit would sell, man. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy bloody twat pizza. But that's what you should name it. It would be accurate. Bloody twat pizza. That's what you should call it. So, luckily, this was a number that was easy to remember, and I was on page 20, wrapping up page 20 on this thing. I'm going to get through as much of it as we can. So, right here. Okay. Now, before I get into the first fucking thing here is Jason Broyles. Okay. Let me get into this real quick. Ugh. All right. Listen. I said what I said yesterday about Jason Broyles. Okay. And funny thing is, nobody said anything. I got no negative feedback about it, which is really weird. No pushback. As a matter of fact, I got DMs and text messages and people tagging me on Twitter, acting like I fucking just killed the Wicked Witch of the West with my house. Or the Wicked Witch of the East with my house. That's how the story goes in Wizard of Oz, by the way. I didn't want to mess that up. But the Wicked Witch of the East, I landed on her with my house, and everybody was singing Ding Dong. And I was like, I don't know why, because I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, I know enough on Twitter to know when there's drama, and I could see a lot of the names that are involved in the drama, and I go, and I don't. For the most part, anyway, as much as I possibly can. I avoid as much as I can. As far as like the infighting, I don't give a fuck about the John Barron stuff. I don't give a fuck about any of that stuff. I don't give a fuck about any of it. And so I just gave an assessment based on my personal observations that I've seen over the last couple of years. And, you know, people were like, yay! And I was like, okay. Okay. Yes, thank you, MCAT, but we're not doing the whole let's think of new names for D&E. It was just a bit, it's over. Thank you. I'm just fucking with you. But yeah, I really don't know. You know, like all I saw is dude was, I mean, I met this guy. My first impression of him, I was taken back. It was literally the very first time that I was ever in Canton. I was ever in Boston. Well, not ever in Boston, but ever in Canton. It was my first trip up there in regards to this, all of this. And I am in front of the courthouse and Jason introduced himself to me. And he was like, yeah, I'm Haley, not, you know, and told me, and all I could think, and I was, you know, it's nice to meet him, and I wasn't like offended or anything, but I immediately, I was just like, why the fake account? Why a lady? You know, I was like, but okay. And then over the last couple years, it's just been like, over the last couple years, it's just been like, you know, I'm seeing these long-winded, you know, tweets and I don't read them. Like seriously, like unless it's somebody who I like really follow and I hang on their every word because I find their insight incredibly interesting, like somebody like Jess Machado or Aiden or, you know, so, you know, I will not read a tweet that's longer than a paragraph because I just don't care enough to read it. And I've never read a full Jason Broyles tweet. I can honestly say I never have. Because I just don't fucking care. And like everybody was just like, oh, so I'm just here to say I don't have a personal opinion about the guy one way or the other. I don't like him or dislike him. I just made observations of the impression the guy gave me over the last couple of years. That's all I did. Robert B, thank you so much. When a woman asks you what your sign is, ask her what her bra size is and her weight. Good point. It's personal. Why you want to know my birthday? You want to know my social security number too? Weirdo. Exactly. I agree with you, Robert. Thank you so much, buddy. So we're going to read this. I just wanted to get that out of the way. Now you know where I stand on that. I'm so glad that I was able to bring joy to all of you who seem to hate this guy as much as you do. Jason Broyles using the alias Haley Walbrich and X handle. That's a weird last name to pick too, man. I can't help it. That's weird. To point that out. Haley Walbrecht. You know? Now, hold on a second. I do have to point this out because I'm not done talking about Jason, actually. I'm actually not done. Let me show you guys a little something. Give me 1 second here and let me work this out. It'll just take a second. Now, when I met the guy, I remember thinking, who does he remind me of? Like, what is it? Like, who the fuck does this guy remind me? He reminds me of somebody, even the way he talks, everything. Who does this guy who's telling me he's this person with a fake account? Once I saw his face and I met him, I kept thinking, who does he remind me of? And there's a movie that I've seen 100 billion times. And ironically, it was directed by Ben Affleck and it takes place in Boston. Just coincidence. And that movie is called Gone Baby Gone. And I was like, it hit me last night. That's it. That's it. This is who he reminds me of. This actor, this guy right here. Blew my mind. Blew my fucking mind. Because he's not a big character in the movie. He just plays a fucking weirdo. And I'm not saying Jason Broyles. This is a character. I'm saying he looks like the actor. I'm not saying he looks like the character. Reminds me of the character. I'm not doing none of that. Just saying he looks like the actor that plays the kitty rapist that Casey Affleck capped in the face for raping and killing this kid. So, but he looks like the actor is all I'm saying. And yeah. So he kind of looks like Chris Albert too, a little bit. But I'm just saying it's pretty spot on, you know? Like I'm just saying it's pretty spot on. I was just trying to rack my brain. I was trying to figure out, who does he remind me of? He looks like somebody to me, even, you know, with the way he talks and everything. Like, who does he remind me of? And it's this guy. It's this guy. It's all. It's just a coincidence. That's all it is. Now I got to find. Okay, I got to get back up here. All right. So here. Jason Broyles, using the alias Haley blah 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 X, I can't even pronounce that name, all first and then via the X handle blah 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 on your case, acted as a proxy for Carney by posting defamatory and privacy invading content about Gittani on various dates and times during the year of 2024. On August 8th, 2024, Broyles posted Gittani Files Part 3, including an unredacted confidential police report of Gittani's sexual assault allegation. Broyles' blog post contained lies about Gittani, mischaracterized the events, and falsely claimed police concluded no rape occurred. Carney admitted on YouTube on August 10th, 2024, that he provided the report to Broyles for posting. Although Broyles resides in Bristol, Connecticut, he regularly travels to Massachusetts to attend court hearings in Carney's criminal cases. How far is that? How far of a drive is that? I'm curious. Anybody know, like, minute-wise, how far of a drive Bristol is to Canton? Anyone? 2 hours. All right. 1.5 hours. So MC likes to speed. MC is, dude, like, relax, man. You know, it only takes a second to stay safe, bro. So 2 hours. So every time Turtle Boy has a hearing, he travels 2 hours to support. And that's commendable. It's a good thing. Okay? Just want to point that out. Although Broyles resides in Bristol, Connecticut, blah, 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 as evidenced, Massachusetts courtrooms advocating for victims in Massachusetts cases and supporting Carney, Broyles has openly stated on social media his involvement in specific Massachusetts court cases and his advocacy for victims therein, targeting Massachusetts audiences with posts about Massachusetts-based legal matters, residents, and corruption allegations. Broyles' actions, including the August 8th, 2024 post, were intentional or reckless, made in concert with Carney, and caused Gittani severe harm, including emotional distress, reputational damage, and fear of further harassment. Dude, you had a bad reputation already, lady. As a direct result of Broyles' conduct, Gattani has incurred additional medical expenses, e.g., therapy, suffered reputational harm, public ridicule as a fake victim, and Massachusetts communities endured pain and suffering and incurred legal expenses. But you are a fake victim, Lindsay Gattani. Carney operates a large media platform, including a YouTube channel and the Turtle Boy Daily News blog, with thousands of subscribers and viewers, reaching a wide audience across Massachusetts and beyond. Carney's posts and videos, including those defaming Gattani and disclosing her private information, have been viewed by tens of thousands, amplifying the harm to her reputation and personal safety. No, it does nothing to do with her personal safety. Again, I've never heard Turtle Boy in any way, shape, or form condone any type of harassment of this woman. I have never personally condoned any type of harassment towards anyone. And most definitely, I have never heard Turtle Boy condone any type of physical harm towards anyone, or at least, I like saying, I hope that you fucking catch fire and die. That is asking for spontaneous combustion. It's unrealistic. It's just a colorful way of expressing his emotions and expressing how much he hates somebody. That is perfectly within his rights to do so. That does not mean that he is condoning or even trying to facilitate someone going and setting anyone on fire. It just means that he's just being very colorful in the way that he expresses himself on his platform. That's it. So nobody at no point did Aiden Carney actually do anything that, like, if somebody were to do something to this woman, it's fucking terrible and you're a piece of shit if you do it. And Turtle Boy does not condone it. I've never heard him condone that shit. Why do you think he's taking legal action against her? He's taking legal action against her because he's a law-abiding citizen, and this is the way that you handle shitty people like Lindsay Gattani. You take her to court. That's it. You charge her with a crime, or you sue her. As a direct result, Carney's defamatory statements and disclosures through his platform, e.g., false claims of fraud, wiretapping, lying about her assault, and lies about Gattani's status as a domestic violence victim, Gattani's reputation has been severely damaged in her community and beyond, to the extent that she reasonably fears she will not be believed if she reports serious crimes to the police, undermining her ability to seek protection of justice. Now, that is not Aiden's fault. The reason why nobody's going to believe you is because you lied, and there is documentation. You lied about this man and you called him a rapist, and he proved that you lied. You lied about this man and said you assaulted him, and he proved that you lied. This is him protecting himself. Now, if you happen to get thrown under the bus as a fucking liar, and whatever repercussions that come from being exposed as a fucking liar, well, then that's on you. That's got nothing to do with Aiden. Aiden has every right to use his platform to protect himself and his own name and reputation. He has every right to do that. So for you to just out of nowhere start saying, no, he ruined my reputation, blah, blah, blah. No, you tried to ruin his. And he protected himself. And in the process, exposed you as an asshole liar. That's your problem. That's your fucking problem. Don't be a lying piece of shit. Carney's actions, including his assault, non-consensual recordings, and public campaign of harassment, have violated Gitani's sense of safety and security, causing her to live in constant fear of further retaliation, public exposure, and physical harm, particularly given her status as a victim and witness in Carney's criminal cases. The foregoing actions have caused Gitani additional severe emotional distress, medical expenses, blah, 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 reputational damage, blah, 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 same old shit. Carney, through his large media platform, including his YouTube channel and Turtle Boy Daily News blog with thousands of subscribers and viewers, has publicly announced his intent to taint the jury pool in his ongoing criminal cases. No, he hasn't. What? By silencing his victims, including Gitani, a named victim, and witness in those cases. How has he tried to silence her? I don't get it. He sued her. I mean, he's suing her. That's it. She's free to still talk about whatever the fuck she wants. As a matter of fact, if I'm Aiden Carney, I'm hoping that she talks more. I'm suing her. If I'm suing her, then I want that mouth a running. Talk, 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 baby. Let's go. Give me and my lawyers more shit to work with. Like, he's not trying to silence her. He wants her talking. And it's content. On top of that, it's content. It's material to be used against her by Bradel and Betero, and it's content to be used on the Turtle Boy Live platform and the Turtle Boy Daily News platform. Specifically, Carney has used this platform to intimidate and silence Gitani along with other victims through public harassment and by requesting injunctive relief in this civil action to prevent Gitani from speaking about her victimization with her ulterior motive of influencing potential jurors about her victimization with the ulterior motive, because I was like, wait a minute, did he say her ulterior motive? Of influencing, he said the ulterior motive of influencing potential jurors in criminal cases and undermining the integrity of those proceedings. Carney's actions, including the request for an unconstitutional injunction in the complaint, constitute an abusive process as they are designed to suppress Gitani's protected speech, intimidate her as a victim and witness, and prejudice the fair administration of justice in Carney's open criminal cases. As a direct result of Carney's jury pool tainting efforts, Gitani has suffered additional severe emotional distress, fear of retaliation, further reputational damage, e.g. public perception as an uncredible victim, medical expenses, increased therapy costs, pain and suffering, and legal expenses, and defend her rights. Okay, therapy is not going to cut it, I don't think. Listen, let me just express this as best as I can. Because I don't believe... Now, I'm not a mental health professional. I'm just saying, based on people I've known in the past, based on people I've known in therapy, based on people I've known who needed therapy, based on people I've known who needed more than therapy, I'm going to say my layman's diagnosis is that she needs more than therapy. She needs inpatient treatment for an extended period of time. That is my personal opinion. My personal opinion is that her children need therapy and she needs inpatient therapy for an indefinite period of time so that she can be observed and studied. So that she can be observed and studied, because she's not doing the work, I guarantee you, at the therapist office. I guarantee you she's not. I guarantee you she's paying for a therapist, but she's looking at it like, I'm paying you, so you just sit there while I fucking run my mouth and bitch and moan and blame the world for my problems. When the therapist could easily just be like, listen, truth be told, you know, you come into my office every week or however often she comes in there, and you sit down and you blame the world for your problems, and you don't take any accountability for anything, and you're not going to get any better until you start to do the work. And you're paying me to sit here and do the work, but you're not doing the work. And Microdots makes an excellent point. What's up, homie? We're paying most likely, not her, meaning the Massachusetts resident, meaning the Massachusetts taxpayer is paying for her therapy. So she's taking your tax money and flushing it down the toilet. She's going to therapy on your dollar and using it as a soapbox to bitch and moan about her problems. Guaranteed. When the therapist should probably just be like, you get your ass into a facility because this is And I wouldn't be surprised. I would actually be surprised if the therapist doesn't recommend it from time to time. Have you thought about inpatient therapy? Have you thought about checking yourself into a facility where they can observe you and you can have all the treatment you need 24/7 and then really put in the work? I would be shocked if her therapist isn't telling her that every fucking time, every visit. I'd be shocked. So then it goes on. At various times in 2024 and 2025, Carney labeled Gitani a fake victim and undermined her credibility as a survivor of abuse. Wow. Because you don't have credibility as a survivor of abuse because you lie. Carney's false statements, amplified thoughts, amplified through his large media platform, caused Gitani direct economic harm. In April of 2024, Carney attempted to appeal a section of the restraining order obtained by Gitani, which I love that you put RO. Okay, yeah, because he's going to refer to it as RO moving forward. Obtained by Gitani, which prohibited him from publishing documents about Gitani. Carney lost that appeal before a single justice of the Supreme Judicial Court, SJC, confirming the prohibition on his dissemination of such sensitive information. After Carney lost that appeal, Carney made a statement on his YouTube presentation encouraging others to post the documents anyway. Carney's failed appeal was part of his broader campaign to harass and intimidate Gitani further, violating her privacy and causing her severe emotional distress. This is just repetitive, dude. This is just the same shit over and over and over again. Now, I'll skip to this part because I feel like this is going to be funny. Any alleged losses or harm suffered by Carney, including reputational or economic damage as claimed in his complaint, could very well have been a result of Carney's own actions, including his open felony cases, e.g. indictments for witness intimidation, wiretapping, and restraining order violations in Norfolk Superior Court, docket note, blah, 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 blah. His sexually charged comments on his media platform, his self-identification as a sex cult leader who runs a sex cult every Thursday night. Carney's mock sexual interaction with a children's doll while live on air. Carney's stated preference on air for preferring sexual relations with cats to dogs. Carney's public pronounce that pedophilia is a kink that is okay as long as someone doesn't act on it. Carney's remarks that many women enjoy rape fantasies. Carney's admission in court under oath that he made revenge porn of previous girlfriends. Let's go through these one by one, okay? Now, I'm not going to look up these things, but I mean, yeah, I agree, Microdot's garbage. Any alleged losses of harms suffered by Carney, blah, 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 blah. Let's go. First of all, the sex cult leader thing. He calls himself the sex cult leader, and he hosts a show called Sex Cult. Let's talk about why he does that. And it's because assholes like Grant, assholes like Gitani, assholes like Kate Peter and their minions, these people, their minions, blast all over Twitter that he's a sex cult leader, that if you follow Turtle Boy, it's a sex cult. And it's hilarious. It's an amazingly fun, incredible thing to accuse somebody of, and it's hilarious. Because if somebody accused me of running a sex cult, I would fucking wear that shit proudly and make a joke out of it, just as he did. he made a joke out of it and said, you know what? We're going to do a whole new segment on Facebook and we're going to call it Sex Cult. I guess it's on Facebook. I don't know. I don't think I've ever attended one Sex Cult live stream or whatever he does. I don't even know how the Sex Cult thing works, honestly. I just know it's a thing. But I know that it's a joke based on the trolls saying that he runs a sex cult, which is hilarious. I would run with that. I would run with that all the way to the end zone. Absolutely 100%. So that's why. It's because those people labeled him a sex cult leader. Sex cult is Turtle Club, right? Turtle Club is, he calls it sex cult. It's a slang terminology that he uses to refer to the Turtle Club because people labeled him a sex cult leader. That's it. As I understand it anyway. I mean, okay, so, and then there's the children's stuff. Does anybody know which stream that is? Because I remember watching it live and it was hilarious. Does anybody know which stream that was? Where he fucked a doll. He fucked a little stuffed plush toy doll on on his live stream, which was hilarious, by the way. Because if I could find that, I'm gonna play it because it's fucking hilarious. But if I could find it, if anybody knows which one it is, let me know. Yeah, the Raggedy Andy doll. Yeah, that shit was fucking hilarious. But if anybody knows which live stream that is, I'll pull it up and we'll watch it because it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, it was an old one. It was at least a year and a half ago. Yeah, it's a Turtle Boy stream. Yes, Turtle Boy Live. Or Annabelle. Is it Annabelle doll? You can tell who the boomers are here. Yeah, that shit was really funny. Yeah, that's right. Because that's what he was talking about. Engaged in coitus. The physical act of love. With it was talking about, it was during the trial when he was talking about, it was after Brian Albert's testimony, I think I could be wrong, but whenever it came out that Brian Albert said that he was having sex with his wife and he butt dialed while he was having coitus with Nicole, and he was reenacting this this whole thing. Let's see. What's up, Dave? Is the guy with the wrestling name? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean, Dave. Wildflower, thank you so much. Episode 648. Look at that. Member for 11 months. Coming through, folks. Coming through. All right. $648. I love it. $648. Almost there. I got it queued. It's so funny. I already have it queued up. I love this. It's already queued up to like the part. I didn't have to look for it.
Nobody's fucking their wife at that time. Stop
Nobody. Nobody.
Stop it. Okay, let's play some more.
That at 2:22 in the morning, he and his wife were in bed in an intimate situation. He claimed that he had his phone with him in the bed. So now he's claiming that it was during that intimate situation with his wife that he supposedly butt dialed Brian Higgins.
Okay.
He had no explanation, however, for how his phone picked up when Higgins called him back 17 seconds
What about
later.
that?
He had no explanation for the 22-second phone conversation that followed. And it's worth noting that Higgins testified he never heard any intimate noises on the other end of the line either.
Well, in fairness, Brian Albert doesn't seem like the kind of guy that can make a woman come, but that's different. That's a different story. So this is there any truth to this? I don't know. So like, okay, so this is Nicole Albert. All right. And it's like, okay, so we've been drinking all day and, you know, we've been married for 30 whatever years and you probably have mistresses on the side or whatever. And we're swinging, but you need to fuck me right now, Brian. Fuck me. Fuck me, Brian. Come on, let's go. I want to fuck right now. It's 2:30 in the morning. I don't care how drunk you are. Get your dick up and let's fucking go. Fuck me. Okay, sorry. Okay. So, well, let me just check my phone over here. Okay. So then Nicole's going to come and I guess the phone here. Okay. So then he's going to start off missionary. So he's, yeah, fuck me. Yeah. Okay. And then the phone is on Nicole's ass. Yeah, giving it to her. Good. Yeah, give it. Yeah, you like that. Yeah, fucking fugitive unit. Yeah, you like that. You saw me on Boston Confidential, didn't you? You like that, huh? You like that, huh? And then okay, so let's see if I could call Higgins here. Let's see what happens. Right, let's go. Yeah. Dude, I can't even get to the passcode part. Yeah, you like that? Oh, you're a naughty girl, aren't you? You're a naughty girl. Yeah, you like that, huh? Huh? Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you fucking do. I can't even get to the passcode part.
There's no way.
I can't even do it.
There's no way.
So now we'll do role reverse. And then she's gonna ride me.
And he's making a good point. Now we're getting off subject here, but let's just might as well, since it's on, we might as well explore it. Like, even if it's facial recognition, to open the phone, like, how did that happen? Because I want to know if his ass resembles his face so much that he could, like, just be like, like if like, say it's COVID time, you know what I mean? He's got a COVID mask on. He can't take it off. He's like, oh, excuse me. I can't get into my phone with my, excuse me. Hold on. There we go. Okay, now we're in. Is that how that works? I don't understand. I don't understand how Brian Albert expected anybody to believe that. It's very funny. And he was just stone-faced the whole time. Like, he was just stone-faced the whole time. It's really weird.
This time. Okay. So now hold on. I gotta unplug this. All right. So now Nicole is gonna ride me, right? And so now I'm gonna butt that. So this can't be the first one. So now she's gonna jump on me, and all right, we're gonna go like this. So the phone's on the butt. Yeah, you like that? I'm in the gang unit. Yeah. I got a bald head. I shaved my head. You like that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's so hot. And I don't know. Okay. Didn't work. Didn't call Higgins. Okay. Now, could Siri do it? I don't know. All right. So we'll do it like this. All right. Oh yeah, Brian.
buzzing for truth.
Siri, call Higgins. Siri, call Higgins. Didn't work. Actually, it did. That worked. That worked.
Wow.
So I entered someone as Higgins in my phone. That actually worked. Maybe Siri did it.
Maybe.
But I took, in fairness, I took her hand and I put it on the side.
But, okay, now that begs the question. This is very funny to me. I'm so glad we're going over this. That begs the question. Why would Brian Albert say Higgins while he's banging Nicole Albert? What is going on during coitus between Brian and Nicole Albert and Higgins' name is being mentioned? Because there was a lot of, you know, grab assing going on at the waterfall just before this took place. Not long before this all took place. A lot of grab assing between him and Higgy. So did he want Higgy to listen in? Hey, come here. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. No, I'm going to get you. You know what? Tonight, I'm going to bang my wife, and then I'm going to call you, and then you can listen in on it. Okay. And then he's like banging Nicole, and he's like, Hey, Siri, call Higgins. Oh, shit. My bad. I just actually turned on my Siri. Like, why? Because he'd have to specifically say his name to call him, to use SIRI, because I don't want this to happen again. He'd have to say his name. So during sex with Nicole Albert, was Brian Albert saying Brian Higgins' name? Why? It's very weird. Anyway, let's continue.
You have to do it on the side to do that. So it made my Siri start talking. I don't know. This is investigative journalism here, right, folks? Said I don't.
It is
your voice. So I don't know. It just seems unlikely to me. It just seems unlikely. So that's investigative journalism. We found out that it's unlikely unless they use Siri and unless Nicole.
Now, this is top-notch investigative journalism, folks.
Or Brian somehow hit the button there and then said, and also, why is he, when he's banging his wife, yeah, you like that, baby? Call Higgins. Yeah, Higgins. Yeah, Higgins.
Right.
Like,
right.
Why did the name Higgins come up when he was banging?
Right. Exactly.
How does that make any sense?
What is going on?
I don't know. And then Higgins calls him back, and you can't use Siri to answer your phone. So you definitely got to do the passcode then. And I think we agreed. I mean, she was riding him pretty hard there, and nothing came up. So I think we can agree. Science is proven that Brian Albert and Brian Higgins are lying. Or at least Brian Albert's lying.
Right.
About the Brian. Oh, that's not actually, I should have done a real Brian Albert voice, because Brian Albert has like a high pitched voice. So he's like, it's weird when you hear Brian Albert talk for the first time, because you expect like a manly voice, like, oh, big tough guy. He's like, oh yeah, ride me, Nicole, ride me. Oh yeah, you like that, Nicole? You're a naughty little girl, aren't you? Yeah, you're the hottest of all the weak sisters. Yeah, you're way hotter than Jen. If you were in the class of '94, you would have won. Yeah, you like that? Yeah. So I don't know.
I mean,
okay,
it makes no sense.
And you also would have had to say Siri. That's a good point too. That's intimidator journalism right there, folks. So anyway, I think we can all agree that they're lying.
They're lying. Clearly lying. Okay. There's that. So that's the point of that. Clearly satire. That shit had nothing to do with Lindsay Gattani, and yet she brings it up in this motion. And then there's, let's see, the next subject that they bring up here. Colleagues pronounce that pedophilia is a kink that is okay as long as someone doesn't act on it. Okay, now I'm sure that's taken out of context, and he probably chose poor wording. The thing about pedophilia, and this is a sensitive subject, and I stopped doing trigger warnings, so too fucking bad if it offends you. It's a sensitive subject, and people are like, you don't want to talk about this, blah, 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 because it's a debated issue. Now, I am personally of the opinion, and I would not have used the word kink, and I would not use the word fetish to describe pedophilia. I think it was just, for lack of a better term, that he could think of at the time, because I remember watching it. I just don't remember which stream it was on. But I am absolutely of the opinion that it is a sexual orientation. That is what pedophilia is. Like, if you like kids, you don't like adults, you don't like, and if you like, if you like kids, you like either boys or you like girls. Like, every time you see these stories or you hear any mental health professional talking about this issue, this is what they'll describe. This is what they'll say. So it's not a kink, but it is an orientation, meaning that there's no way around it. Now, and I would not have said that it's okay. But again, I think he was just kind of spitballing and trying to talk and say what his opinions were and thinking out loud, and certain fucking words that aren't choice to describe how he feels about it or what he takes out of it probably is, it came out that way. But I mean, nobody here thinks that fucking Turtle Boy thinks that pedophilia is okay. Nobody here thinks that. Nobody with any common sense thinks that. This is clearly something that was used to twist, because clearly what it is, yes, absolutely a sexual orientation. And this is exactly why I think that all pedophiles should be locked up for fucking life. There should not be a, oh my God, 2 years and then rehabilitation, blah, 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 and they go to therapy. No. Every single time that a pedophile is out on the fucking streets, that's a kid that's at risk. That is many kids that are at risk. So I am of the opinion that it is a sexual orientation. It can't be helped. And these fuckers need to either be chemically castrated and not even chemically castrated. That's not going to cut it. There's 100 different ways that you can molest a fucking kid. You don't need a hard dick to do it. You don't need one to do it. You could absolutely damage and abuse a fucking innocent kid with your hands, with anything. Verbally, you can do anything to violate a child. So I believe that anybody with these types of urges needs to be locked the fuck up and not let out, whether it be in a fucking facility that's designed to treat mental health. Fine, I'll take it, as long as they're never around kids. That is my personal belief. That is my personal opinion. Lock these fuckers up and never let them out. Sorry, I know it's not your fault that you were born that way, but can't risk the kids. That's my opinion on that. You're probably a nice person, but unfortunately you have these sick, fucked up urges, and you're a danger to every kid out there. You need to be locked the fuck up. Period. I don't care if you're a good husband. I don't care if you're a good cop. I don't care if you're a great lawyer. I don't care if you're a civil rights advocate. I don't care what great things you do in your everyday life. If you are a risk to a child, you need to be locked the fuck up. Period. That's my opinion on that. But I believe that Aiden didn't have enough time to think about this when the subject was brought up during a live stream, and he was thinking out loud and probably just didn't find the right words to use at that very moment. And of course, these assholes, they're hanging on every word this guy says and say, oh, can we twist that? Can we twist that to make it mean whatever the fuck we want it to mean? And that's exactly what that was. And then, but we could correlate that with him mock fucking a doll that he's pretending to be Brian Albert and Nicole Albert. Forget about that. He's just mock fucking a doll, and the doll's small, so it must be a child. Since it's a child's toy, then he has pedophilia. He has pedophile intentions, and blah 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 blah. That's the kind of bullshit these people do on a constant basis. Constantly. This is the kind of shit that Turtle Boy has to deal with 24/7. Somebody on Twitter is going to take something he says and twist it around, and then he's got to sit there and deal with this. And then these people are trying to accuse him of defaming them. What? And then let's see what else is here. Carney's admission to court or under oath that he made revenge porn of previous girlfriends other than Gattani, posting a video on social media wherein Carney, in front of an elementary school, proclaims himself a sex goblin. His hostile and unprofessional treatment of viewers during live streams, his harassment campaigns targeting the O'Keefe family and others. None of this fucking has anything to do with Gattani's bullshit case. This is all Grant whining about Turtle Boy. He's using Gattani's bullshit countersuit as a soapbox to whine about Turtle Boy. That is all this is. The counter defendants are joint tortfeasors, as the conduct collectively caused indivisible harm to Gattani, including emotional distress, reputational damage, and privacy invasion. Each is liable for contribution to the extent of the proportionate fault. All statements in the foregoing are true and correct to the best of Gattani's knowledge and belief. Gattani has not consented to any recording or disseminations of the sexual assault in question and fears further harm. Now, the interesting thing about this is this whole goddamn thing, people, is perjury. All the lies that are stated in this is perjury, because this is a filed court motion. She's saying, I say all of these things to be true and accurate, and it's submitted to the court. This is perjury. This is a crime. This filing is a crime. On October 14th, 2024, Carney intentionally and offensively touched Gattani without consent by engaging in sexual contact at Mick Morgan's bar and sexual intercourse at her home while she was impaired and unable to consent. Continue the same shit over and over again. Blah, blah, blah. Mick Morgan's bar, blah, 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 blah. We already read the text for that. She was totally okay with it. She was just so fucking drunk that she couldn't remember. She's pissed off that she couldn't remember that they were engaged in a very, very consensual sexual act in a public place, because she gets off on that. She said, that's one of my fantasies, and I can't even remember it. I'm mad. Boo-hoo. Letter O's by Better O member for 12 months. Thank you so much. Thank you, Will Glare, a.k.a. El Jafel. Free Turtle Boy. Potentially offensively touched Gattani by wrestling her notes and pushed blah, 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 blah. Wherefore, Gattani demands judgment against Carney for compensatory damages in an amount to be determined at trial, including but not limited to medical expenses, pain and suffering, emotional distress, reputational damage, legal expenses, and other relief as the court deems just. As the court deems just. I love that. False imprisonment. False imprisonment. Oh, I love this. And it's December 23rd, 2023. Oh, this is the best. On December 23rd, 2023, during his visit to Gattani's home. Oh, fuck. Hold on a second. Oh man, that makes me so mad that that happened just now. But I remember what page I was on, so it's all good. On December 23rd, 2023, during his visit to Gattani's home while spending hours going through Gattani's phone, while Gattani was under duress and coercion, Carney confined Gattani against her will by demanding her phone via the use of threats and blackmail, e.g. private court documents, threatening retaliation, wrestling her for notes, and physically pushing her, preventing Gattani from resisting Carney without fear of harm. What? The confinement was intentional and without legal justification. As a direct proximate result, Gattani suffered emotional distress, fear, medical expenses for therapy, pain and suffering, and reputational harm from the ensuing public disclosures. Wherefore, Gattani demands judgment against Carney for compensatory damages in an amount to be determined at trial, including but not limited to medical expenses, pain and suffering, emotional distress, reputational damage, legal expenses, and other relief as the court deems just. So the incident that's being referred to here, that's being referenced, the incident on December 23rd, 2023, is where the recording took place, where we hear, and I'm not going to play it now because we played it a million times and I want to get through this bullshit as quickly as I can. All throughout that recording, you hear Aiden Carney stating, I'm going to leave. And she is yelling and screaming and doing everything that she can. Yelling and screaming and doing everything that she can to keep him there, manipulating him to the point to where she threatens the well-being of her own 4 children who are asleep in bed miraculously, since she's yelling and screaming and acting a fool, to the point to where she manipulates him to stay, to the point to where she threatens her 4 children's well-being by threatening to wake them up out of bed, put them in her car, drive them over to Aiden Carney's driveway, and perform a self-abortion in front of them. Yeah. So the entire time he's saying, I want to leave. I'm leaving. It's Christmas tomorrow, Christmas Eve tomorrow. I'm trying to go. Want to be with my family. I'm trying to go. I need to go. But he held her against her will, even though we have. So, and I'm already thinking, I'm already imagining what this is like here, where Grant is writing this for Gattani, and he's like, well, he recorded you without permission. So the recording, which he says at the beginning of it, like, I'm recording this, you know that. She goes, yeah, I know you're recording me. And she keeps on fucking running her mouth. But he lets her know that he's recording her. So she knows she's being recorded, and she still engages in this insane behavior. And they're A, falsely accusing him of recording without permission, and B, she's lying here and saying that he held her against her will. False imprisonment. Now, this is very, very fun because I guarantee you that Grant's justification for this, his way of thinking here, his path that he's going down here is, well, he recorded you without permission. So since he recorded you without permission, that recording isn't going to be admissible, and we can just say it'll be our word against his that he held you against your will. He's already assuming that the judge isn't going to want to hear this recording as evidence. He's already assuming this, which I find very fun. So Grant Smith Ellis, if he wrote this, he's willing to have Lindsay Gattani. Maybe this is it. Maybe Grant's not as dumb as we think he is. Because I know Grant's not dumb. I know Grant's very smart. I know he's very, very smart. He's a very intelligent, capable young man. I know this. Maybe Grant's sick and tired of getting blue balls. Maybe Grant's getting sick and tired of being used. Maybe Grant's sick and tired of being strung along by Lindsay Gattani. And he says, yeah, sure. I'll write your little court motion for you. I'll write your little countersuit for you and file it. I got you. Knowing that if she signs it, these are her statements. Maybe Grant is trying to get her busted for perjury. Lindsay, I think you got played, girl. I think you got played. Either that or you wrote this or you're just fucking retarded. Like, we all know you're fucking retarded. Everybody knows that you're fucking retarded, Lindsay. What I'm saying here is, if you had Grant write this for you or Wendy write it for you, then they fucked you over. Like, you just got fucked because this is filed. This is a legal court document, a legally binding court document. You just got fucked because you signed this thing blindly. And there's perjury all over it. So now you are open to a perjury charge. Now you have left yourself open to a perjury charge. This is absolutely true. Dude, okay. You're not being fair, always Ames, because Turtle Boy didn't fall down her hole. Okay. I mean, physically, literally speaking, then yeah, but not metaphorically speaking as you mean it here. I imagine that's, I mean, 4 kids later, God knows how many intimidators have been in that thing. I would imagine that you just fall in and get lost. Like, where am I? Help, help, help. Hello. Anyone. Get me out of this charge. I would imagine. No, man, he didn't fall into her rabbit hole or whatever. He didn't fall for her shit. She just manipulated him into a situation that no man with any integrity could avoid. His attorneys told him not to go over there, but she's saying, I need you here because I'm going to perform a self-abortion. I'm going to take these pills. I can't be alone. I need you here. And what is a man going to do? What kind of man is going to be like, fuck you, fuck off? No, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck how crazy you are. Now, I would do that now, today. No doubt about it. If me being the man that I am now, today, having experienced everything that I've experienced with crazy women in the past, dude, I'll tell you right now, the first time, if me being who I am today, with all the experience that I've had, the life experience that I've had, and then I'm put in that position, I'm going, I don't care. Fuck you. Too bad. I don't give a shit. Call 911. Make sure your phone's next to you. If something goes wrong, call 911. But I'm not going any fucking where near you. You are fucking nuts. I'm not going anywhere near you. Better believe, especially if I got Bradle and Bettero, I'm going to be like, yeah, you're right. I'm not going nowhere near there. But the thing is I understand why Aiden made the choice. He chose morals over the law. He took the risk because he was like, I can't face myself as a man if something happened to her. And she took these pills and I wasn't there to help her. It's my responsibility. She's saying she's pregnant with my child. It's my responsibility to be there next to her. So, yeah, I mean, now the person I was 10 years ago, well, no, not 10. I'd give it more like 15. But I would have been like, I would have been like, you know what? I mean, I get what my lawyers are saying, but I'm going over there. I mean, I just got to do this. I got to take the chance. It's not, I can't face myself. Can't look myself in the mirror if something happened to her, you know? And she took advantage of that. But now, person I am now, I'd be like, fuck you. Best of luck. Have 911 on speed dial. Have a nice life. Go fuck yourself. Bye. Click. That's exactly what I would have done. And yes, hashtag Clay Strong. Hashtag Clay Strong. So, no, it's not the same comparison. Grant is just hard up. That's all that is. I'm guessing Grant's a virgin. It's just a guess. I'm just guessing that Grant's a virgin. I don't know. I don't think that Grant has had any meaningful, intimate contact with a woman in his entire life. I don't believe that at all. Now, count 2, false imprisonment, home incident. Here we go. Gitani incorporates paragraphs, blah, 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 blah. On December 23rd, 2023, during his, did I already read this? No, I didn't. While spending hours going through Gitani's phone while Gitani was under duress and coercion, Carney confined Gitani against her will, demanding her phone, blah, blah, blah. No, maybe I did. Gitani demands judgment against Carney for compensatory damages in an amount to be determined at trial, including but not limited to medical expenses, pain and suffering, emotional distress, reputational damage, legal expenses, and other relief in the court deems just. And I don't think, and I said Betterow, but I don't think that he hired Betterow yet at that point. I think it was just Bradel. Count 3, false imprisonment, blah, blah, blah. During the drive from Mick's bar and Gitani's home. Now, we don't have any, I mean, from what I heard of the recording, I just don't believe any of this shit either. You're going to give me roadhead. You're not getting out of this car. That makes no sense. That homie was like physically keeping her in the car while he's trying to drive. Like, that makes no sense. I don't believe that shit for a second. Give me roadhead, bitch. Do it now. Like, no, I don't buy that shit for a second. Intentional infliction of emotional distress. The counter defendants intended to inflict emotional distress or should have known the conduct would cause it, including Carney's assault and disclosures and the additional counter defendants' improper release and handling of confidential information. The conduct was extreme and outrageous beyond all bounds of decency, as it involves violating victim confidentiality laws, ignoring pleas for protection, and enabling public harassment. The conduct caused Gitani severe emotional distress with physical manifestations. What? As a direct result, Gitani incurred medical expenses, pain and suffering, reputational damage, and legal expense. This is fucking hilarious. Blah, blah, blah. False statements. Carney may prevent Gitani from being able to successfully fundraise for the purposes of defending herself against this lawsuit. Wait a second. Okay. I'm going to make sure I didn't skip anything important here. Carney's additional false statements about Gitani's legal fees and fundraising were extreme and outrageous, intended to further humiliate and discredit her, exasperating her distress. These false statements by Carney also prevented Gitani from being able to successfully fundraise for the purposes of defending herself against this lawsuit. No, the truth prevented her from being able to successfully fundraise for this lawsuit. Nobody believes you. She tried to pull an Amber Heard. And the problem is that you have Johnny Depp and you have Amber Heard, right? Both are celebrities. Johnny Depp being a way bigger star than Amber Heard ever was or ever will be. But nevertheless, Amber Heard was still a celebrity. Lindsay Gitani is only known because of the shit she tried to pull with Turtle Boy, which has been disproven over and over and over again. Not disproven by Jason Broyles, but disproven by Aiden Carney through Jason Broyles, allegedly. So pick one. Is Jason Broyles responsible or is Aiden Carney responsible? But the thing is nevertheless, now I don't know what Jason Broyles wrote, but Aiden, she's so far, I don't think that she's accused Jason Broyles of lying, just being a proxy to Aiden Carney's reporting to him. Being a proxy to Aiden Carney. That's what she's accusing him of here, right? So it's fascinating to me that she's not picking an avenue here. Yeah, I mean, that right there is. Oh, no. We did hear a recording, didn't we? Did we hear a recording of that? I have to remember. I forgot. Yeah, that was a fake. Lindsay's not going to come up here. She's welcome here anytime she wants. I'm willing to hear her side of the story. I'm absolutely willing to hear her side of the story. But she is going to be subject to my questions if she does come up here. So just putting it out there. I'm willing to allow you the opportunity to change my mind about Aiden, Dr. Turtleboy, Mr. Media Carney, Lindsay Gattani. I am willing to hear your side and give you an opportunity to turn me on Aiden Carney in this instance here. In this instance, excuse me. I am willing, more than willing. Get up here, convince me that Aiden Carney is a lying rapist. Please. I would love for you to do that. And I'll be open-minded. I'll let you talk, but you gotta be subject to my questions. You're gonna have to subject yourself to my questions. I would love the Twisted Tragedy episodes that she was on. Suicide threat, the combo, blah, blah, blah. The conduct is extreme and outrageous, blah, 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 blah. God, this goes on and on and on and on. Like, yeah, I'm not going to read this whole thing. Let's see. Broyles made and published false statements of fact about Cattani, including that she illegally wiretapped Carney by way of hiding cameras to record sexual activity. That Cattani shared intimate videos that she committed fundraiser fraud, that Cattani is a fake victim of domestic violence, lied about the assault, and harmed actual victims, specifically via Broyles' August 8th, 2024 post mischaracterizing the assault report and falsely claiming no rape occurred. These were published via YouTube slander, blogs, X, libel, and proxies. These statements are defamatory per se, accusing Cattani of crimes and moral turpitude. They were made with actual malice, as Carney and Broyles knew or recklessly disregarded their falsity. Jesus, dude. This is just repetitive. It's the same shit over and over and over again. Yeah, I mean, it's the same accusations over and over again. Like, I'm not going to go through this nonsense. I'm not going to spend my day doing that. I mean, we're halfway through this shit. Like, we're halfway through this shit. Now Melanie Little's going to go over it at 4. I don't know how much she's going to go over, but she's going to go over it at 4. And I'm interested to hear what she has to say about it. but I probably won't be listening because I have to work on other things. I have other stuff I really have to do and focus and concentrate on. Okay, so here are the physical pictures and things of that nature. All right. Okay, so this is just here. Let me blow this up. Lola the good dog. Broken Baker replaced the repetitive section with "Give me the money." Now that's all I hear. Nice. Like, come on, man. You can't put this shit like you can't crop this, you know, you can't adjust it. I'm not turning my head sideways for this bullshit. I signed a very lucrative movie doc and book deal a long time ago. I'm not looking for a payout. I have made it and will make plenty of money independently. You are correct, though. Would be more than happy with a thank. Okay, this is all irrelevant. This is hate. This is hate on the. I mean, this is from the 2nd of this month. This is a week ago. This is a fucking week ago. This tweet right here. So tell me your butt hurt about the Wilbur without telling me your butt hurt about the Wilbur. Lindsay Gattani and Grant Smith Ellis. Tell me your butt hurt about him getting a movie deal without telling me your butt hurt about getting a movie deal. Let's see. All right, so this is Jason Broyles' post on Twitter. The trolls in my DM somehow insinuating that materials were shared with me inappropriately or that I watched the tape of Aiden and Lindsay having sex. You should apologize to both Dr. Turtleboy and myself for your further defamatory comments. Then I wrote, I can confirm that the video does not show a circumstance. That's just telling me that everything I said yesterday was true, but okay. Like that, referring to the fact that Carney didn't sexually assault Katani, I was implying that I watched the tape. I can unequivocally say that I do not. However, Sergeant Dylan Heinman of the Medfield Police, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what any of this shit says. How's my leg? All right, I'll give you a quick update on my leg. Now, when you see me at the Wilbur, I will be walking with a cane, actually a walking stick that Jimmy Auntie Deb hooked it up with, a really cool one too. Like, I'm really excited that he got me that thing, man. That's fucking cool. So I'll be using that thing. And it's unless, man, like, I think my leg healed wrong. It's healed, but I think it healed wrong. And I feel like I might need surgery at some point, but I'll worry about that when the time comes. But in the meantime, I can walk. I'm grateful that I can at least walk, use the cane, and I'm not in pain. So I'm a poet and didn't know it. Yeah. So I'm okay. It's just a minor inconvenience. So I don't have it yet. I will get it when I arrive in Boston. I will get it when I arrive in Boston, but he got that for me and showed it to me on the fundraiser stream. Said, I got you something. And he was really excited about it. I'm really excited to get it. It's really cool. But yeah, that's my leg now. It's just an inconvenience at the moment. Will I sign your Nikes at the Wilbur? Yeah, of course. I'll sign anything you guys want me to. If I meet you guys, I'll sign anything you want. I'll take all the selfies in the world, everything. If you guys bought tickets to the Wilbur, dude, I'm going to do everything I can to show you guys my gratitude. Everything within my power, I'm going to show you guys my personal gratitude for supporting Aiden in that way. I promise you that. Oh, man. I love this quote. Hello, Dr. Silverman. How's the knee? Anybody know? Can anybody guess it? Boosh McFadden, I'm right there with you. I know exactly what that quote is. It's a great obscure quote, but not from such an obscure movie. So I'm really, I like good obscure quotes. Oh, look at that. Double McFadden was the first one. The first one to get it. Well done, Double McFadden. You get a round of applause from the Oscars. You're too late, Kevin Keene. You're too late, bro. Yeah, I don't know what any of this bullshit is. Now, did he record the car ride? Because I'm seeing a transcript here. Is this a transcript? Carney. Yeah, Auntie Bev and them right there the whole time. I might even be doing it in that picture. Oh my God, LOL. Did I refuse to give you Roadhead? Oh, this is from what we saw. The text messages that we saw. That's all that is. It's a transcript of the text messages that we saw yesterday. That's all that is. And that's weird because I'm the one who released the police report from Medfield. I think you reveal how little you actually know about the law every single time you post. I will give you props at being an expert in violating it, though. Congrats. This is great. Did you say bent over slam pig? Oh, that's where you got that. Bent over slam pig. Were you just trying to set this up for me, Brett, or what? How smart, you toothless degenerate. You just described her getting consensually railed perfectly. I can't, it's too blurry. I can't read that. Here's an email from Lindsay Gattani or to Lindsay Gattani or from Lindsay Gattani to Brian Tully. Here he is claiming that writing another harassing article about me tonight intended to intimidate me like the others, simply because he said I commented in a chat on a YouTube stream of Kate Peters. He is trying to intimidate me from speaking at all, whether in court, online, the media, and anything else, or else I get threatened with more harassing articles. He is inciting harassment from thousands of people by telling them I set up Aiden Carney. I've got that, put innocent man in jail, blah, blah, blah. God, just more insane ramblings. No wonder Brian Tully ignored this. This is one thing that I don't blame Brian Tully for, is ignoring this fucking crazy psycho's emails. I don't blame him for this shit at all. Like, I wonder if Tully was just like, well, you know, I could help you, but little roadhead, you know, wouldn't hurt. I mean, I'm not saying that happened. I'm just wondering if that happened. I'm imagining a scenario where Brian Tully's like, well, we could help each other. I'm wondering. And then she did, and then he was just like, gotcha, bitch. And then totally fucking ghosted her. I wonder. Just a question. Look at this. Insane long. Look at this. Yesterday for protest again, inciting a crowd to harass me. AK is now telling people in that video he took of me without my knowledge, consent to have sex, that I am standing up yelling, fuck me, daddy. This is unequivocally false. As the Medfield police watched the video in question and wrote a report, and not once do I say that. In fact, I don't even mutter a single word, and I'm not standing. I'm holding myself up, clearly unable to without assistance. Okay, that's fascinating. Okay, this right here proves that she's a fucking liar. If she was incapacitated, how could she hold herself up during sex without assistance? No wonder Tully ignored this. She's admitting that there's no way that she couldn't have been consenting at this point because she's saying, no, I'm holding myself up without help. Remember, we explored this yesterday, folks. We explored this. We were like, how could he? Okay, he's holding her up. He's slam pigging her while he's standing up. That's why we do squats, folks. He's holding her up while he's slam pigging her, and at one point she leans back and she's holding herself just as I fucking imagined. The only way possible that he could have physically been able to pull this off was if she was leaning back, she had to have been able to hold herself up by the floor. That's the only way. And here she is describing this, saying, yes, kind of almost like she's telling Tully, you know, if you fuck me the same way, I'll be able to hold myself up and you won't even have to help me. That's how that's coming off. That's totally how that reads. I'm not saying that's what she meant. I'm saying that's how that reads. Like, what are you doing, you crazy person? What is wrong with you? You need help. You need inpatient help, dude. Like, I feel like you need inpatient help. Wrote a report. Not once did I say that. In fact, I don't even mutter a single word, and I'm not standing. I'm holding myself up, clearly unable to, without assistance. Him spreading these lies is inciting his mob to further harass me, calling me a fake domestic violence victim and a fake rape victim, which is enraging people and causing them to harass me relentlessly. As Tease the fans telling me to stay tuned because there's much more to come, and I'm sure you've heard about that. They did what they did to my children and their school and what was sent. I have no idea. And that shit's not okay, man. Anybody who's fucking contacting her kids' schools, you're a piece of shit. Don't do that. That is fucked up. I'm beginning to wonder if there is any investigation even happening. I haven't had any updates or answers or acknowledgement. Meanwhile, Kate is getting charge after charge for completely fake manufactured crimes. So now she's defending Kate. Very weird. It should not matter what country you live in. These laws are the law. What? Or what county you live in. Okay. It shouldn't matter what county you live in. These laws are the law. That they should not be allowed to continue this intimidation. AK also said my restraining order better not be renewed on his Facebook video this morning. I'm scared to death what will happen to me if I testify. Look at what they're doing now. I've been a year of this terrorism with no. So she's bitching because people are talking bad about her online, but it's based on her own actions. It is based on her own actions. If you're holding yourself up without any help and saying, fuck me, daddy, it's not rape. It's not rape. She remembers it all, and the video doesn't lie. How could the video tell if she was blacked out or not? Neither does the police report. Because she's standing up against the fridge yelling, fuck me, daddy. It's in the report. I'm not an asshole. I'm not. But why does screaming fuck me daddy make it consensual? Because she's saying to fuck me, bro. Yeah, like I can't believe that Aiden even had the patience to even explain that. That's what? okay, maybe you're not an asshole, but you're fucking retarded. Whoever you are, sorry. It's fucking dumb. That's a dumb fucking question. How does saying, screaming, fuck me, daddy, make it consensual? There's nothing that you could say that could make it more consensual than screaming, fuck me, daddy. There's literally nothing that you could say that could make it more consensual. How does screaming, fuck me, daddy, make it consensual? Are you serious? I don't know who this is. I don't know who this person is. And if it's somebody that I get along with, I apologize, but that's a retarded fucking question. That is a retarded fucking question. Unreal. Sometimes the people in this community blow my mind, bro. Like, I'm just like, how do you even like find your fucking keys in the morning, bro? Like, how? I don't understand. Like, again, sorry if this is somebody I get along with, but that's fucking dumb. It's the dumbest fucking question I've ever read in my life. It's probably the dumbest question I've ever read in my life. Like, hands down, the dumbest question I've ever read in my life. Right, exactly. Please come in. How is that an invitation into your home? Please come into my house. How is that an invitation into your home? I don't know. I have no idea, Boosh. I don't get it. Makes no sense. Doesn't track. It doesn't matter if you're standing or sitting. What? Okay, well, the police disagree. Like, Aiden, people act like Aiden has no patience, bro. Like, he's got a lot more patience than I would in that situation. In that text exchange, I would have been like, you're fucking retarded. Don't fucking block. You're fucking retarded. Don't ever jinx my fucking tech with your stupidity ever again. And I would block that person for just being so fucking clueless. I can't believe he's even entertaining this conversation. He's like, okay, well, the police disagree. So do actual rape survivors. She's harming with her lies. Keep defending people who lie about rape, though. This is all going to look great for you. Your girlfriend agrees that having sex with someone while they are standing up calling you daddy makes it consensual. You can make it look okay. So he lasted a little longer than I would in that situation. There we go. He's like, bye. I'm done with your stupidity. You were so dumb. You don't like what I'm saying, so it's bye. I'm not sure. I'm convinced you should go to jail for your, like, this is somebody who just wants to keep talking to Turtle Boy. Like, oh, I'm talking to Turtle Boy. Oh my God. And they just want to keep talking to him. Fucking weirdos. And I love this because she's got a Post-it note blocking certain words. You're admitting this as evidence. Wouldn't it be more prudent and more effective to not have a Post-it note covering wording in evidence that you're submitting into a court document? Like, don't you want that evidence to be the whole point of submitting these photographs of these emails is to submit them as evidence? That's the whole point. And she's right. She's redacting her own evidence. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. This is top-notch stupidity right here. This is blue ribbon retardation, my friends. First place. Blah, 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 blah. Kit Kat nurse, blah, blah, blah. Just an FYI, apparently that was blah, 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 blah. Reposted. I don't care about any of that. Here we go. I'm scared to death to even speak at all now. Alone testifying court. Good. You're scared to lie, you mean? Good. You should be scared to lie. My right to speak, my First Amendment right, my right to report crimes or speak about crimes. No. If listen, Lindsay Gattani, I urge you, if you ever happen to be a victim of assault of any kind whatsoever, to please obviously report it. But I doubt that you even know when you're telling the truth. That's my concern. I don't think she even knows the difference between a truth and a lie. I don't think she does. I think that she does at the moment, and then there's a mechanism in her brain that immediately convinces herself that that lie is the truth. That's what I believe. That's how I believe her brain works. Immediately, boom. There's a mechanism in her brain that convinces herself that a lie is the truth. So, but I urge you, obviously, if someone harms you, report it. If someone genuinely harms you, report it. Any lady here, if you're ever a victim of any type of domestic violence or assault, absolutely, I urge you to report it. Right. And this is a great point that Turtle Boy's making here. The worst part about all that is I found out the only thing that can put me in jail is being out on bail. Your bail could be revoked for anything, for any nonsense without being convicted of anything. They could just revoke your bail. Right. That's why Turtle Boy is not, we're getting about 70% of Aiden Carney right now, people. We're getting about 70% of Aiden Carney. We're getting about 70% of Turtle Boy right now. Because Turtle Boy has to watch every single thing that he says, because at any given time, they're going to revoke his bail. They're trying to revoke his bail. He is deathly afraid of going back to jail. And I don't blame him. There's the two worst things that can happen to you in life is going to jail and getting murdered. Those are the two worst things that could ever happen to you at life. Going to jail, getting murdered. That's it. Having your freedom taken away, and then there's murder. So, and at any given point, the fact that he's charged with bogus charges in the first place, he's scared shitless that they could revoke his bail at any given point. And these are and he's on bail on trumped up charges in the first place. So Turtle Boy is afraid of saying things. He's afraid of speaking. The only person here whose right to freedom of speech has been violated has been Turtle Boy. Yeah, okay, guys. I appreciate it. You're looking out for my monetization and everything when you do this. When you do this and you substitute words for other words, I don't patronize you. Please don't patronize me. It's okay to use words about that describe real life issues that take place on the earth. Okay? It's okay to do that here. You have my permission to say words like rape, sexual assault, domestic violence, murder, killed. You can do that here. There are other channels where you can't, and I understand that, and they're fine, and I'm not criticizing them. I'm just saying it bothers me to censor myself, and it bothers, and I'm doing so for your sake. So don't censor yourself here for my sake, is all I'm saying. Okay? And then he says, luckily, I know I'll never be convicted. That's one thing. Sometimes I forget about all these charges because I don't even think about them. I know I'll never be convicted. The question is, how much are we going to expose in the process? How many people are we going to take down when we sue? Not if, but when we sue these people. Absolutely. Absolutely. That hasn't gone away either. There's a civil aspect to this too. That's been in the works. I have a Manhattan law firm working behind the scenes on the civil aspect of it. It's not enough to just have these charges thrown out and be exonerated. That's fine. That's going to happen, but I don't get those 60 days back. I don't get back the mental anguish, the trauma, the PTSD, the sleepless nights. That doesn't go away. There needs to be justice for that, and there needs to be accountability, and there needs to be closure. That's the question, not just about getting exonerated. And I'm going to be honest with you, we're suing people too, not just the Commonwealth, but all these people online who want to say shit about me. I noticed that Krusty Panties took down all of her tweets calling me a rapist. Did you guys notice that? They're all gone, and she knows why. You can just call people rapists. You can't just call people rapists. You can't just go around throwing that word around. It's called libel when you do that. Now, there are other people who still have these tweets up, lots of them. Maybe hundreds of them with tweets like that. We're keeping a list, and they should look in their mailbox soon because something's coming for them. We're not playing around anymore. The general rule of thumb is you don't sue somebody if it's not worth your time, if they don't have money, because even if you win, they can't pay. So what? I don't give a shit. I'm ready to throw money away on this just to prove a point. Just to say you can't lie about me like that. You can't do that. I'm not going to stand for it. And that right there, because think about that. He's suing Lindsay Gattani, right? He's suing Lindsay Gattani for libel. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. Because as he states here, and I've made this point 100 times, like there's no point in suing somebody. I remember the judge in my custody case ordered my ex to pay child support and pay court costs. I never once counted on that child support. Never once. I knew goddamn well this woman was never going to fucking pay child support. I knew goddamn well she was never going to do that. But my lawyer got the judge to order that and to cover court costs and to cover my lawyer fees. But we know that's never going to happen. And my lawyer was like, well, go after her to get the fucking lawyer fees. And he was like, yeah, there's no point, And I'm like, well, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm paying those lawyer fees otherwise. So fuck that. Get her to fucking pay that shit. Sue her for the fucking lawyer fees. And then my lawyer was like, there's no point. She doesn't have any fucking money. I'm just going to spend money for nothing. I'm going to spend my time trying to get money that I'm never going to get. Money that isn't there. Money that doesn't exist. It's a fugazi. It's a wazi. It's a woozy. It's not a thing. It doesn't exist. See, there you go. Now you're getting it. There you go. See? But Aiden is like, this isn't about money. This is about making sure someone knows that they can't just get away with this shit just because they're fucking poor. Fuck you. No. I wish that judge would have ordered canceled Karen to pay $10 million as she was originally sued for. She should have gotten it. Ray Andriacchio should have gotten that court ruling that canceled Karen had to pay $10 million. Instead, the judge realistically brought it down to $500,000. She's never going to pay that either, but she's going to be in debt for that shit for the rest of her life. Her credit's going to be fucked. She's done. Cancel Garrett, even $500,000, $500,000 is way too much for a critical K to be able to pay. She can't do it. Again, I'm a poet and didn't know it. She can't do it. but it's the principle. So here Aiden is going, I'll spend money. I don't give a fuck. Just to make a point, just to make a statement, just to say you can't go around falsely accusing people of fucking rape. Fuck you. Like if I had the means that Turtle Boy does, I absolutely would do the same thing. I absolutely would do the same thing. And the truth is he doesn't even really have the means. Like, this is a guy who's willing to put himself into debt just to prove a point, just to make sure that other victims, true victims of rape and assault and domestic violence, don't get discredited because of her. That's what this is about. Turtle Boy is suing her on behalf of every actual victim of the things that she's accusing him of. And he's doing so at his own expense. And then she's still emailing Tully. Tully's her guy. So this is all, and this is the big thing that you got to think about here, folks, is, I mean, she emailed him a lot more times than she's saying that she did. I mean, unless, look, November 3rd, and then November 4th, and then November 3rd again. Okay, so these are all the same email, just extended and extended. She emailed, okay, so what she did was emailed the guy a bunch of times the same day. So in the filing, they make it seem like she only emailed him 3 times to follow up, and he ignored her. That's not what happened. She stated 3 different dates, but she emailed him half a dozen times, it looks like, on each one of these fucking days. So she just fucking harassed this guy. She just like kept fucking emailing Brian Tully all day long, going, this is what he did. This is what he did. What are you going to do about it? 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 Brian Tully's like, fuck. Little roadhead. This is not reciprocating. No, man. She's already, that's it. You get the soup and that's it. That counts as a meal. That's it. You get the soup. It counts as a meal. Okay? All right? Roadhead being a new Armani suit, Jerry. The Roadhead being that. And Tully's like, nah, it's not worth it, man. Like, all right, okay. We sat down. Soup counts as a meal. All right? We're not doing this again. Fuck off. That's how I'm imagining that situation. That situation, that scenario. That's how I'm imagining that. Roadhead. And no. I already did what I could do, and I'm done with you. You're fucking done. Get the fuck out of my face. Don't contact me again. Like, this whole thing, this whole filing is proof that she's insane. This whole filing is proof that she's a liar. This whole filing proves Aiden's case for him. And I love it. She's that delusional that she doesn't realize it. But this entire filing proves Aiden's case for him. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. More Brian Tully emails. Look at all these Brian Tully emails, bro. All separate emails. And then this is to the chief of police of Medfield. I guess. This is public records request, blah, blah, blah. The Medfield Police Department has provided reports as you requested. However, there are reports that are redacted and also reports that are exempt under Massachusetts public law. The exemption of your request are listed below, blah, blah, blah. Then how did Aiden get them is what I'm curious about. Yeah, this. Well, I forgot. No, we covered how Aiden got them. Excuse me. We got them because Aiden, it's discovery. It's discovery in his case. Like the Norfolk County DA's office has to share this shit with him, or else they're withholding. They're in violation of Rule 14. They're in a Brady violation. So if they don't share this stuff with Aiden, then they're in violation of Brady law. So that's how Aiden got a hold of them. But now that she's countersued, though, and I'll give you a little tidbit here, Lindsay. Now that you're countersuing, I would assume that the Norfolk DA, well, not the Norfolk DA, but maybe Aiden is required by law to share this video and whatever with you. That's unredacted. Maybe. I don't know. I'd look into that. But I don't think, I mean, I don't want to speak for Aiden, but I don't see why Aiden would have a problem with just being like, yeah, sure, here. Knock yourself out. It is what it is. You lied. Here's the video proof showing that you're a liar. I would love to put a mirror in front of the person who is countersuing me. I would love to put a mirror in front of their face. That's me personally. Yes, Jody, she put this in a countersuit. All this shit is in a countersuit. This is very funny to me. Yeah, these are definitely Melanie Little and DUI guy territory. That's exactly what this is. But I wonder. I don't know. I don't know how civil law works. I don't know if he's even required to do that. But I'd look into it if I were you, Lindsay. If you want to see yourself getting railed, if you want to see yourself getting pig slammed, then yeah, I'd request that if you can. You know, I mean, you have a right to watch yourself get pig slammed at your own request. You have a right to watch yourself and listen to yourself say, fuck me, daddy. You have a right to that, I feel like. Shine on you, crazy diamond. Thank you. Hey, Glare, have you seen that Brian LTL deleted his Facebook and X? No, I have not seen that. I have not cared enough to see that. But thank you. And so he says here, so basically what Haley does is expose the real story. I showed him the text messages, the whole message. I'm like, here's the whole message. This is bullshit. I don't want to share it on my account because I don't want to turn my account into a drama thing, but I still don't like that this is out there. I gave him the police report from the Medfield police. Basically, she wiretapped me. She said she had a Ring camera in the bedroom. She didn't tell me. I said this during my restraining order hearing, and she told me about it later and sent me a video of it. I was shocked. You know, he played it off like, oh, whatever. The real losers here are women who are victims of domestic violence who won't be believed due to liars like Lindsay Catani, who has gotten 4 men arrested for allegedly hitting her, including her own father, while she was high. Now, again, if this isn't true, then she might have some sort of a case. But the problem is I just don't see a judge paying attention to anything she says here because she is completely full of shit. And I don't know Aiden to not bring receipts. So. Oh, yeah. And this is when she had her Facebook or her Tinder profile. Honestly, this maggot should be banned from using dating apps, and I'm not even kidding. She's as dangerous as you could possibly get to men. I agree. She has had the last 4 men in her life arrested for assault and battery, and then gotten orders on them. Did the same to her dad. Statistically speaking, if you date her, there's a greater than 50% chance that you will end up in jail without ever committing a crime. She should not be allowed to use any dating apps without a warning that if you hook up with her, it will be really fun for a bit. The roadhead reviews will be solid, but it will end up with you in jail. I wish somebody had warned me ahead of time, so now I feel like it's my duty to mankind everywhere to warn them. Stay far away. All right, well, that's it for that. Yeah. Now remember, in about 3 hours, Melanie Little's going to go live with this. And let me see something here. Oh, she's live.
Fucking crazy to me. It does not compute, because the fact alone remains the same. Most people don't agree on politics.
Oh my God.
Religion,
schooling or homeschooling.
People don't agree on a lot of things.
We don't agree. No.
But they don't hate each other. They don't try to destroy each other. They don't put out lies about each other. They don't put out
She's got a whopping
misinformation. They don't
28 people watching her, by the way.
Attack via dog whistles. They don't do that stuff. They just agree to disagree on that subject and find other things that they actually can agree on.
So why are you harassing everyone who supports Aiden online?
And imagine that they're still friends. Me and Sean do not agree on the Karen Reed case. Yet we are friends. Isn't that amazing, folks? You can be friends.
Well, that's because Sean on the Gulf is a fucking weirdo.
With someone and not agree on something. Like civil fucking human beings. I mean, damn. Who knew that was a thing? Oh, I don't know. Everyone who has morals or humanity.
All right. I don't care about what she's talking about right now. I want to see if I could find the like, does she title it that? I mean, I'm not seeing, like, how long ago is that where she had Gattani on? Because this is all, like, all I'm seeing is Karen Reed trial, Karen Reed trial, Karen Reed trial. I might have overlooked it, but I don't know. Very beginning. Oh my God, she looks awful. Oh, here we go. I think I. No, that's not it. Very beginning. What does that mean? Very beginning. Oh my God. And she had heels in the air on. Jesus Christ. Yeah, heels in the air died. But you know, as tragic as that is, doesn't change the fact that she was a fucking racist asshole. That is a fact. I'm seeing B Tim there as a guest in one of them. Yeah, I don't know which one it is. But whatever. All right. I don't care. Maybe we'll go over it another time. Because we're coming up on 3 hours anyway. So the phone lines are open if you guys want to call in. Hold on. She was some fucking idiot, man. Just yeah, really all about the drama and shit. And she was a supporter and follower of mine until I pissed her off. Always happens. And then a blog of hers came out where she was just trashing victims of like racially charged hate crimes. It was crazy.
Call from Liz.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Will, it's Liz. How are you?
I'm
It's
good.
Liz 88.
What's up, Liz 88?
Nothing. You know what I've been thinking about? I just have this feeling that they're gonna try so hard to arrest him or something to not be able to make his show. You know what I mean? Like they're that evil here. They really are.
Right.
And I'm just so scared about that. And I've been saying a prayer every night though that, good wins and evil dies. But who knows?
Yeah.
But that's about all. I've been enjoying the show.
The truth is gonna come out. I mean, the truth is always gonna. I mean, if the Karen Reed, the two Karen Reed trials taught us anything, is that the truth always prevails. So.
Right, it does, but how much damage is done to people? Look at what Karen went through
in the process. Agreed. No, I'm not trying to take away from that, but
no, right, and look at what Aiden's been going through.
Sure.
But and one thing is great about social media. We all know. We might not know this. Like in the beginning, I was watching the news with my father, and it said they, when Karen supposedly ran him over, there was footage of it. So the first thing you say is, "Oh, wow, that's unfortunate." Not that it's an unfortunate accident, but we all thought there was video of this happening, and they lied.
They lied. I mean, at least I'm drawing the conclusion that they lied, because when I had David Unetti on here, he was saying that he's not aware of any video, hasn't seen any video. His private investigator canvassed the entire neighborhood. And there were ring cameras, but there was apparently no video.
Which tells you right there that it was, bullshit, because there would have been. But some people, like my dad, that's all he heard, really. And I was in South Carolina or Wyoming, with my grandparents most of the time. So he didn't even know. And I'm like, Dad, no, there was never video camera of that. But he didn't know, because they didn't come out on the news and say that was not true. Someone spun that narrative just so it would get people to believe that she was guilty. That was just, someone did that on purpose.
Yeah, I agree.
But I wish I was going Friday night. You guys have such a good time. And next one I'm definitely going to. I didn't know if I'd be home or not. I just got back to Norfolk County. But it's just not in the cards this time. But I know it's going to go well, and he's going to have more. And I'm glad you're coming to Boston because everyone really loves you here. And we appreciate all you've done for us. We really do. You know, you get the word out there.
Well, I appreciate everything you all. I appreciate everything you all have done for me. So.
Yeah, but you know, you have a voice, and people will hear it. You know, I don't have a voice. I had a voice to my father. That's it.
No, you've got a voice. Every time you jump on here, you got a voice. Everybody loves you, Liz.
Yeah, no, I love this chat. It's my favorite, and I'll let someone else get on board. Oh, the young man that was killed. You know, what's his name? The one in the storefront there. All the cops jumped on him.
Yeah, Francis Gigliotti.
My son is a Leo, okay? He said that was so unnecessary. He said, Mom, me and my partner could have taken him down in one, you know, the two of us, and safely, absolutely safely. And he said, and then there's always a taser. You don't do that. In fact, they're taught not to do that.
Right.
You don't pig pile on a person. They're specifically taught that. They're also tased and pepper sprayed so they know the effect of it. So you know how it feels. So you don't do it just randomly. You know, you really think about it before you have to tase or pepper spray someone. And, you know, fortunately, he's not had to do that. He said it's not a pleasant thing. But like I said, I hope they get justice, and I'll let someone call in. And thank you for doing all this. We really appreciate you. And you have a good time here in Boston.
I plan on it. Thank you so much, Liz. Thanks for calling.
And take care of your leg, hon, okay?
Will do.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Right on, man. Always nice to hear from Liz. All right. Well, I'm just going to stare at the screen while I wait for the next call. I can do this all day.
Call from Liz.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Liz.
Hi, Liz. Another Liz? Right on.
Oh, I was actually just watching the screen with the blank face. I'm like, no one's calling in, so I'm going to.
There you go. That's why I did it. Thank you.
Oh, nice. All right. Just quick. I have been having crazy anxiety the past couple weeks, and I have just done nothing but laughing my ass off with your stream. So thank you very much.
Right on. I'm glad I could entertain you.
That's all I got. Oh, I'm turning myself up on the TV, and it's all backfiring and going weird.
Yeah, don't do that. Turn yourself down. There you go.
Yep, I just did. Okay. All right, that's all. Just wanted to call in because no one else did, and that's all I got.
All right. Well, thanks for calling, Liz. Appreciate it.
And I'll see you at the Wilbur. Have a good one.
Right on. Bye-bye.
Call from.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Yeah, this is Specially Appointed Prosecutor Robert Cosgrove.
Specially Appointed Prosecutor Robert Cosgrove. How are we doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. How are you, Will Clare?
I'm doing good. Oh, man. My bad. Hold on. My fault. Hold on. Shut up. There we go. Track kept going. I'm sorry, specially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove. Please go on. How are you?
I'm fine, Will Clare. Good to be on your presentation.
It's great to have you on my presentation.
So I've been trying to find a way to make it out to the Wilbur Theater, and I'm still trying to work on that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I imagine you need some grave diggers initially, right?
Not sure what that means, but okay.
Okay. So what are you going to do if you go to the Wilbur?
To get me out of the ground so I can go.
Oh, wow.
Am I tracking that joke correctly?
I guess so.
Okay. Okay. I'm glad I figured it out.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like you're getting oh, look, Megan Fox is rating. Her and her chat are rating. It's good to have you here, Megan Fox.
She has a good presentation. I'm aware of her.
Megan Fox has a good YouTube presentation, doesn't she? Yes, she does. What are we up to today? What's a Tuesday afternoon look like for specially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove, sir?
Well, I'm on the vineyard still. I am at my fourth job. I'm in quadruple mode at the moment.
Okay.
And when I saw your phone lines opened up, I ran and clocked out, and everybody probably thought I was crazy.
You ran. Don't run, specially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove. I feel like your bones are a little too brittle for that, sir.
Okay, when I say run, it's a slow crawl for anybody else.
A slow crawl. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Now, don't hurt yourself, specially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove. We don't want you to hurt yourself, sir.
Well, because you see, also I had to get myself out of the ground because I'm dead, right?
Right, exactly. Yes. Now, okay.
Call back.
Right, there you go.
Call back to your earlier joke.
Exactly. You got the joke. Finally. Okay, good. Now we're getting somewhere.
Back.
We're getting somewhere, especially.
Take it home with you.
Now we need you to pick up the pace when it comes to putting these thoughts together so that we can get through this bullshit sham that you're putting Dr. Turtle Boy through.
Yeah, well, I'm a man of advanced years, Will.
I know, as you stated many, many times, you are a man of advanced years. But I mean, don't you think? Are you regretting coming out of retirement for this yet? I mean, you're a retired judge, and you came out of retirement to falsely prosecute Dr. Turtle Boy, Mr. Media, Aiden Carney. Are any regrets?
Well, at the risk of sounding repetitive, I was dragged out of retirement by Yellow Mellow in his effort to blackmail me.
And his efforts to blackmail you.
Do I regret it? There's nothing to regret. I regret ever meeting Yellow Mellow, if that's what you mean.
I mean, but let's just be honest. I mean, you've already, you got one foot in the grave. Does it matter what he has on you? I mean, you probably won't live through the repercussions of whatever he's got on you anyway, right?
Oh, for the third time, again, I don't have one foot in. According to you, I'm fully in the grave.
Exactly. So you were already resting in peace, and now you're not. Like, so what do you have to lose?
I don't have an argument there. I was resting in peace. That's correct.
Exactly.
But this Gatuni chick trying to sue me is outrageous.
Gatuni's not trying to sue you, man. You're not on her list of lawsuits. Is she? Are you on the? Yeah, she is suing you too, isn't she? Is that on? Yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah, let me pull that shit up again real quick. Find out. Double check who she's she's suing.
Lindsay Gatuni.
Gatuni. Right. Yeah, you got it. Here we go. So Yeah, additional defendants, Medfield Police Detective Dylan Haldeman, Brian Tully, Norfolk Special Office Specially Appointed Prosecutor Robert Cosgrove. Yes, and and Cyber Titties. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So here's the conundrum she's going to have, Will Glera.
Okay.
She's trying to sue me, and I have to go into court representing her in a criminal case, saying she's a believable, good person. I don't see how this ends well for her.
I don't see how it ends well for her either. I mean, because you're the only person fighting for her in a court of law. How does she think that this is a good idea? This has got to be a conflict of interest. I mean, could this be grounds? Could this be grounds for the case against Aiden Turtleboy Carney to be dismissed?
Well, it sure muddies up the waters now, doesn't it?
It sure muddies up the waters, I believe. Yeah.
Now, whoever her legal counsel is, Smellis, is clearly writing the motion. It sounds like a raving lunatic.
Yeah. I mean, anybody representing her sounds like a raving tuna. And I feel like that dude, like I've said many times before, I think he haggles with, he looks like the kind of guy that haggles with strippers. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what he does.
Yeah, the Richard Grieco looking lawyer there.
Right. If looks could kill. Right, exactly. Booker. Exactly, sir. I don't like that at all.
Yeah. I don't like it either. I mean, it's definitely a conflict of interest. You got to pick one lane. You want me to represent you in your criminal case, or do you want to sue me?
Exactly. What do you want?
Absurd.
What do you want? It makes no sense.
Yeah, it's a real catch-22 for Gatuni.
A real catch-22 for Gatuni. I love it. Absolutely. You're 100% correct, sir.
Thank you, Will Glera.
I'm typing something, so please keep talking.
Oh, okay. So, is there any way to contact Auntie Deborah? Does anybody have that email?
An email for Auntie Deb for Beverly Canoni? No. I don't.
No.
Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't even begin to know how to contact Judge Beverly Canoni.
Jimberly, not Beverly.
Jimberly? Who's Jimberly?
Jimberly Auntie Deb.
Jimberly Auntie Deb. Oh. Yeah, there's a way to contact Auntie Deb. Sure.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe if you wanted to, I could call in or something if that's in your presentation.
I'll bring it up to him next time, and I'll find a way to get you guys in contact, because I'm sure he'd love to have you on his presentation.
Well, I'm not saying that, but
Well, what the fuck do you want then, man? What the fuck do you want? What do you want Jimmy for? What's your problem? Come on, speak, man. I got all the time in the world. You don't, but I do.
You told me specifically the other day if I wanted to do this to contact Jimberly, so that's why I'm asking you. You told me yourself.
Oh, to be on the Wilbur show, to make an appearance on the Wilbur show. Yeah, you got to contact.
Yes, Will Glera. That's correct.
Gotcha. Yeah. Which one of us is older now? I mean, I'm the one with dementia apparently. So, yeah. We'll figure something out. As far as getting you in contact with him, I have no say over whether or not you can make an appearance or not. But it's getting a little close. And the planning is already happening, so I don't know what your chances are of getting up there and being able to make your own presentation at the Wilbur.
I agree. I just wanted to throw it out there.
Yeah, right on. Right on. Yeah, because I would love to see you address everyone at the Wilbur. I'd personally love to see that.
Well, I would personally like to show up, but going from the Vineyard to Boston is about a 4-hour adventure, and not very feasible.
Right. Yeah, and I imagine. I mean, you're racing the Grim Reaper on your way up there. I would imagine. So time is of the essence.
Right. That's correct, Will. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Because he's got to.
Yep. I'm dead.
He's got to know
dead,
you.
I'm dying. I got one foot in there. We get it, Will. We get it.
He's got to know. He's got to know. The Grim Reaper himself has got to know that you have defied and you've defied his laws. You've fucked up. He's got to be mad. He wants to get you back in that grave.
So let me understand your logic here, Will. The Grim Reaper himself, the bringer of death, is upset at me for doing bad things.
For being alive when you should be dead. I mean, you said yourself you.
Okay. That's a different. That puts a whole different paint job on things.
It does put a different paint job on things. I agree. That's what I'm saying. Death is not happy right now because you come out of permanent retirement, the most permanent type of retirement, and you're prosecuting a sham case, and now the person that you're defending in all of this has turned on you and is now suing you officially.
Yeah, who could be the twin sister of the Grim Reaper?
The twins. I feel like
Gatuni.
She might be. Gatuni is the Grim Reaper's twin sister, possibly. I feel like you might be right.
Imagine her with one of those. Imagine her with one of those hoods on. I mean, it's
right.
Exactly alike.
Right.
Holding a sickle or whatever you call that thing.
Yeah. I don't know what that is. Is that a sickle?
A sickle.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Now, before the sickle was invented, what was the Grim Reaper doing? I mean, you would have inside knowledge on this.
Oh, sickles for like cutting down crops and things of this nature.
Exactly.
We used to put a yoke around the bull and have it pull it around.
You used to cut around a bowl. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, especially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove.
We used to put a yoke on a bull, bull, and have them pull it around the field to get the crops up. And then the sickle was invented later.
So you're saying that the bull plow came before the sickle?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, the sickle was a technological breakthrough after the bull.
Okay. You're not making a whole lot of sense.
I mean,
you're not making a whole lot of sense today.
Well, I'm gonna have to disagree. I think you're the one maybe a little out of it today, to be honest with you.
I think you're full of shit, especially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove. I'm calling bullshit on you. I'm turning the tables. Fuck you.
Well, that may be, but that's a different issue.
It's not a different issue. It's the same issue. Stay on task, sir.
No.
Yes.
Whether I'm full of shit or not is one issue, which I may be. And whether one is out of it or not is a different issue, and that's you. So, anyways, let's just agree to disagree, Will Glera. I'm on your presentation. I don't want to upset your antenna people.
The antenna people are fine. They're good. They're good. They've all got their antennas up. They can hear you clearly, but it's good. But I am going to take the next call, especially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove. You know we love you. I'm going to take one more call.
All right, Will Glare. Thanks for having me on your YouTube presentation.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining my YouTube presentation. I appreciate it. We always love you here.
Love you too. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Specially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove, everybody, as always. He always makes it through. Always does. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'll take one more caller or else I'm ending the shit.
Call from.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, it's Courtney.
Hey, Courtney.
How are ya?
I'm doing great. How are ya?
Perfect. I just have a really stupid question.
Okay. I'm going to have a really stupid answer
right.
probably, but okay.
Thank you. I've asked this question in the chat many times, and if you have addressed it, I apologize. So, who is, in your Oscar clap, applause, who is that gal that looks like Kofandoofus?
That looks like Kofandoofus? Hold on, let's see. Oh, who knows? Who cares? The one that's next to Liza Minnelli? Who knows? Who cares?
It's at the very end. Yeah.
Yeah, who cares?
It drives me nuts every time I see it. I'm like, why you got Kofandoofus up there?
Probably her assistant or some bullshit. Who cares?
I told you it was a stupid question.
Stupid question, yeah.
But I needed an answer, and you were the only one. So.
No, I'm not the one to ask that. I just wanted to have a clip of people clapping. I mean,
yeah. Well, I don't know all the Hollywood people, so I didn't know.
Me either.
All right.
All right.
Well, you have a fabulous afternoon.
I'll do my
Thank you
best.
for answering.
All right. Have a good one, Courtney.
Right. You too. See you later. Bye.
All right. I'll take one last one here.
Call from Cheryl.
All right, Cheryl. All right, Cheryl. Make it good. It's the last call of the day.
Okay. So I'm a mom and I'm a grandma. And when things happen, I tend to put my mom and my grandma hat on. I have serious concerns about all of you guys being at the Wilbur. Like, are they going to raid you guys? Are they going to be parked all over town trying to catch DUIers? Like, please be safe. Like, do you guys have, don't answer this, do you guys have security? Do you guys have a plan? Like, I can't make it, but I don't want to wake up on Saturday morning and find out that you guys are all in Slammer.
You know, you could fuck up a bowl of Fruit Loops, man. Like,
I'm worried for you guys.
What are you worried about? We're fucking awesome. We're good.
I know, but do you have people that are going to be like standing at the door? You have people outside? Are you going to have people following you guys around all night? I'm afraid they're going to find 1 second you guys aren't covered and they're going to pounce on somebody.
Pounce? What kind of situation are you looking? Walk me through your negative fantasy of what's going to happen here. What are you afraid of? What do you think is going to happen? How are you imagining the scenario playing out?
Okay. So you guys are all at the Wilbur and everybody's having a couple drinks and Turtle Boy says, I'm going down to Pete's Tavern, we'll just say, right? So you all get in your cars and you drive down to Pete's Tavern. Well, guess what? You get out 1 block down the road and guess what? You're all getting pulled over by the cops because they saw your cars at the Wilbur and you're getting tested for DUI.
Oh, shit, man. Jesus. You got me there.
Are you guys going to be targeted?
Well, you know, that's a really good question. God, I'm so glad you thought of that because I figured that we were all just a bunch of fucking morons who were going to get hammered drunk and get behind the wheels of a car in a town where all the law enforcement that we're trying to expose corruption of is going to target us and try to get DUIs on us. We would have never thought of to not drive drunk. I never would have thought of that. Thank you for reminding us that.
You could be sarcastic, and I'm all good with that. Again, I don't want to wake up Saturday morning and get on YouTube and find out that any of your asses are in jail because that will make America sad.
No, I know. And you were, I know you gave the disclaimer that you're a mom and a grandma and you're thinking like a mom and a grandma, and that's okay. No, we appreciate it. I know I'm just giving you shit.
And you're one of my favorite channels to watch because, dude, you're real. You don't pull any punches. You say what's on your mind, and you say what other people are afraid to say. And so I said, well, you know what? If Will can do it, I can do it one time.
Hell
and I
yeah.
know you guys are taking precautions because you're not stupid people. But the mom in me says, please don't let them do anything to this event because
I love
it's
it.
just, you know.
I love the uncensored and uninhibited gamma energy you're bringing to the Glare right now. I love that shit.
Yeah. Well, grandma's fucking rule.
Grandmas do fucking rule. Love that shit.
And I don't want to be a downer. I just worry about all my little friends, you and Turtle Boy and Dad, Nurse Kim, and, you know, just everybody. And I don't want there to be any trouble because I just know you all got targets on your backs. And
you just said the key word. We got Nurse Kim too. Nurse Kim's gonna mom everybody, bro. I guarantee you. Probably to an annoying extent. You know?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
so we're good. We're covered.
That.
Yeah, we're covered. I promise, Gamma. We're covered. We're good.
I'm kind of counting on that. So I will say goodbye, but I'm glad that I got through. And I didn't mean to be a downer, but, you know, the mom and me sitting on the sidelines going, you got to tell these guys, you just got to tell them that someone's worried about their safety. So
I don't want you to worry, Gamma, Cheryl. I don't want you to worry. We're all good. I promise. I'm going to be thinking about you too. I'm going to be thinking, all right, before you do this stupid thing that you are bound to do when you're drinking, Glare Will Glare, El Jafel, El Jefe. All right. Before that happens, I'm going to think Gamma Cheryl. What would Gamma Cheryl think if I do this?
Yeah. Well,
that's what I'm going to think about.
Don't get me wrong. I like my shots of tequila and my margaritas and everything. You just, you know, so have one of those for me.
I will.
And just be safe because I really do love all you guys. And I'm retired and I do nothing but listen to YouTube people all day. And you're one of my favorites. So I just don't want anything to happen to you.
Oh, I know. And that's really sweet. And I appreciate it. We
a
all
lot
appreciate
of people
it.
a lot of people think, you know, they just, you know, for every one person that says something, there's 26 more that can't get through to say something. So, you know, you've had 100 or plus people today tell you that they love you and stuff. So,
oh man, yeah, that's something I'll never take for granted. I promise. And I'm grateful to you, Gamma Cheryl. You're the sweetest.
A lot of fun. You have a lot of fun. Make history, man.
We will. That's what we're doing.
All right.
Promise.
Take care.
All right. Bye-bye, Gamma Cheryl.
Bye.
Gamma Cheryl, y'all. All right, friends. Big thank you to all my callers. Big thank you to all you guys for calling in. You guys are amazing. I am really, really grateful for you guys. Man, just a few more days till the Wilbur. If you haven't got your ticket, get your ticket. I don't know if it's sold out yet. I don't think it's sold out yet. Let's sell that fucker out. Let's be the first to sell out the Wilbur. Get out of there. Hold on a second. I get rid of this banner. Hold on. Because I ain't taking no more damn calls, and then people leave voicemails that I never check. So yeah, man, you guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to hit the like on your way out. It really means the world to me. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. If you're new subscribers, I'm really, really grateful to you. And a big thank you to Megan Fox. Make sure to subscribe to Megan Fox. I'm going to drop the link to Megan Fox's channel here. If you're not subscribed to Megan Fox, make sure to subscribe to Megan Fox. Thank you to her and her supporters for dropping in and saying hello. That's the last thing I expected today. That's really cool. But anyways, guys, I love you guys so much. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys for all of the support. I can never, ever express my gratitude enough for that. So you guys are absolutely amazing. Guys, I love you very much. Okay. And we will do this again very soon, my friends.
Watch out!
Today, being retarded means leading a full life. Retarded people go to work or school, just like their neighbors, and come back to a real home. A supervised home, right in the neighborhood, where they belong. Being retarded never stopped anyone from being a good neighbor.